What up? What up? What up? What up? Leave it to the guy who uses the word penis wrinkle to not know how to comment in the chat without having all of us. You know? Go figure. Go figure. Go figure. You switched that thing to it's just you, Wilfredo.
That wasn't me.
No?
No.
That was me. I knew it. I just didn't feel like changing it from all to mom.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is what I have to deal with.
Keep talking shit.
I have to deal with these two momos when it comes to
he said
being
Momo.
able to use a computer. Or, it's ridiculous sometimes, y'all. Yeah. Like, thank goodness for ChatGPT, because that has, like, brought Jeff to a whole nother level where he thinks he's a graphic designer now. But, yeah.
Wow. Bro, this guy's just talking all sorts of shit today.
Am I lying, though?
Little does he know I use Canva for most of my stuff now, smart ass.
Oh.
I bought myself Canva and some other shit, too. So.
And why? Because someone told you that everyone's shit's starting to look the same?
No,
No.
I just was at the point where I'm comfortable with it now, and I can use it a lot better. So,
anyway, welcome
to a lot in a year
of the most notorious podcast. I am your host for today, Chidolinus, and I got my brother with me next to me, Fire Marshal Bill himself.
Fire
Marshal Bill.
And then we got the ticker himself, Raider Will, at the very end over there. Yeah.
Mr. Energetic.
Right? I'm surprised, he didn't go crazy. Like, no events this weekend, you know how he loves those events. So.
Oh, but me, bro. What are you talking about? I don't have the Cheeto Lounge. I don't have.
No. Just because you don't have the lounge or the popularity doesn't mean you don't like them.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Because we know you love them. But anyway, happy belated, right? Happy belated birthday to you, Will.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I saw they threw you a barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go, man?
You know
how
what
your birthday was, big dog.
Oh, the birthday's always fantastic.
Yeah, Velvet. I
always say like this. I'm like, as you get older, man, you start appreciating just the time that you have with your family and the people.
You're not that old yet.
What's that?
You're not that old yet. Where you got to start.
No, bro. But at the same time, I have had you do have your friends that are like have passed away, and especially these last couple weeks, you guys have seen it, man. Raider Nation has had a lot of people passing away. So it kind of gives you that time to reflect and be like, hey, man, be thankful for what you got, that you're still here, that you're still ticking. I mean, like, I made it to the age further than both my grandfathers did. Both my grandfathers died of cirrhosis of the liver at 42. So
I would explain your sobriety, my brother.
Yeah, so you think about things like that, and I'm like, man, I am in a stage that I've lived longer than both my grandfathers. My dad's the longest living dude that we've had for a while. So I'll be like, you're just thankful, man. And I spent it with the fam, and people do things for you, and it makes you feel good, man. And at our age, bro, let's be real. We stopped counting a long time ago.
I expected a little bit more upbeat story about your birthday, and not so depressing. But hey, grateful, grateful, big dog. Yeah, hey. God damn. Like,
no, I'll be like, and I always try to keep the birthdays a ditty, man. I'm like, I don't try to go all out.
What? A ditty?
It's a ditty. Just chill.
What's a ditty? You use the word ditty.
Ditty.
Ditty. Wow. Yeah. Is that like a Colorado thing?
Maybe it is.
I don't think I've ever heard that word. You, Jeff?
No.
No?
Nope. Like, it's just chilling.
Anyway, happy birthday, big dog. Let's check in with the chat because we appreciate each and every single one of you, especially our boy Raider Travis, always supporting, always in here, everyone's chat, always sharing the lives as well. I appreciate you, big dog. I see you.
Yeah.
I know definitely he was in Madera. I think there's definitely not one event that goes by without seeing Raider Travis there. But shout out to you, big dog. I'm glad to see you. Raider Ryan, what's going on, brother? Salute to the nation, right? How are you? No, yeah, see, ticking. It was not me this time. Sacktown Raider Mike, what's going on, brother? My brother from a dispensary, brother from another mother. What is going on, homie? It's been a while. I should go get. I haven't got vapes in a minute. I think I slowed down. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, Velvet? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Gio, what's going on? What's going
Look,
on?
yo.
Do you still have that sound in here?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Raider one?
Raiders.
There you go. Appreciate it. Hey, what's going on? The Notorious 3. Now we're the Notorious 3. Which
What's up, Jason?
I was gonna wait, but we do have an announcement. And I forgot to do this to the thumbnail, and I was gonna do it. But we have decided to re-add a fourth member to the show.
Oh,
We have decided to add a fourth member to the show.
fourth musketeer now.
And hopefully he will join us next Tuesday, right? God willing, go by Will's theme for the day. God willing, he will be able to join us next Tuesday. And then, hopefully y'all enjoy it. I think it'll be good to have him on here. Yeah, so definitely look forward to that. Yeah.
Are you going to say who it is, or?
No, I'm gonna have them wait.
All right.
Yeah,
They gotta wait,
Yeah.
bro. They
They're
gotta
gonna wait, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, we got.
Well, you were talking like you were going to say the name, and I'm waiting for you to say the name. And you
No,
didn't say the
I
name.
was going to, but when I was gonna make the
Okay.
thumbnail, I was even gonna put like a ghost image, and I think we'll do that for whoever does it next week. They could put like a little ghost image, like new member to the panel. So yeah.
I got the perfect picture too.
Thank you, Rosetown. See. That's why I was like, did he? All right, big dog. What's going on,
What's up,
Marcus
Marcus?
Banks? Appreciate you,
What's
big
going on?
dog. Appreciate you, man. How are you? Was Madeira hot? From what I heard,
From what
it
I
was
saw.
hotter than the devil's asshole himself, man.
Hey, so Cheeto, where is Madeira? Let me ask you that.
I've never been. I believe it's Central Cali, right at the very bottom of Northern Cali. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah. What's going on, Marcus? Appreciate you, man. What's going on, Drew Dizzle? What up, guys? And salute to the nation. Let's go, Raiders. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, not him. He's not for fourth. Yeah. Mhm. There you go. 102 degrees. That'll tell you.
Shit.
Yeah. You're from Colorado, bro. You'll melt. You're like,
No. Hey, we get up to like 105, 110 here where I live because I live in a mountain.
Nice. You don't get no 110, bro.
You want to bet? Look it up, bro.
This guy.
Hey, it gets fucking hot up here, bro.
He's all of a sudden, Colorado became the Middle East.
Yeah, right.
This guy, Jeff?
Okay.
Almost to the side note, it's not because 110 is a cool day in the Middle East, right?
Oh, shoot, bro. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Sweating your fucking nutsack off in the middle of the
I didn't go. See, Central Cali, it's hotter than and that's the thing too. When they do those, it's in the summertime, so it's hot in Bakersfield. It's hot in Madeira. So that's why when they do them, it's like, okay, is it going to be indoor? Is it going to be outdoor? What time is this going to be at? Things like that. Yeah. Like there's one in Vegas this weekend, right? The Not Like Us one. Shout out to Yaya and all of them that are throwing that one. Bro, right now in Vegas, woo,
It's hot, bro.
bro.
Ain't nobody want to be out there. Like,
Yeah.
it's extremely hot.
Yeah, so yeah, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to those of you in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming through. But before we begin, I don't know how much you guys, before we get into the Raider news, but this is a big thing in the NFL. And I'm curious, and I want to ask you guys about it. I don't know how familiar you are with it. If not, then I can break it down for you. But have you guys been following it up with the Sorsby draft?
Yeah. Now he's entering the supplemental draft.
Yeah. So Jeff, you've been following it as well?
Yeah, and I actually did some research on the supplemental draft yesterday too. When I heard,
Of course
about
you
it.
did, because Jeff loves to explain things to people on the show tonight.
Well, no, because it's going to come up on my show Friday night when I talk NFL stuff. So, I mean, that's going to be a focal point because I'm sure it'll answer some questions with what I'm going to talk about Friday night.
Yeah, Noah told me he's learned some stuff watching your show. Could you explain everything?
Good. Good. No, that's good. I mean, that's the whole goal, I mean, it's covering more than just Raiders all the time, People forget there's 31 other teams in the league.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Well, I'm not
that other teams eventually have potential.
No, yeah.
On us too, especially in our own division. If you're not aware of it,
Which is why I brought it up, because him entering the supplemental draft, and if those of you who don't remember, the last time the Raiders actually did that, we took Terrell Pryor in the supplemental draft, right? We gave up the 3rd round pick to take Terrell Pryor. But Justin, who looked it up, you want to explain to everybody what the supplemental draft is and what it is he's entered?
Basically, what it's not, because a lot of there's a misconception out there. A lot of people think, oh, well, because we had the first pick, we get first shot. That's not how it works. It's an open bid, is how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's players available in this draft, you have to bid future draft picks. Basically, is what you do. So if you want to take Sorsby, you have to put in your bid. So if you think you want him, and let's say the Raiders want to give up a 3rd round pick for him, but it's going to come out of the 2027 draft. So we would lose our 2027 3rd round pick to take him in this year's supplemental draft. We did this years ago with Bo Jackson, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we gave up that pick to get him. But
it was like a 7th rounder that Al gave up, though, right?
Yeah.
Al was like, I'll just throw a 7th rounder out there. Like,
The rest was history, obviously.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there probably will be some teams that are going to be interested in doing this. So now if a team offers, they say, well, we think he's worthy of a 2nd round pick because he's going to be one of the top ones more than likely next year. So if you can get him this year and only use a 2nd rounder or a 3rd rounder, that's how it goes. So it's a lottery, basically, is what it is.
Now you're getting
so
ahead.
That's kind of how that works. I can explain a little bit better. I read into it a little bit, but not enough to. If I would have known you were going to talk about this,
I just brought it up just so people know what it is. So it's not like how people think we have the first right. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
The only reason I bring it up, one, is if you're not familiar with him, Texas Tech quarterback, right? He was the one that got busted for gambling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Betting the over, right? Betting the over on his team, on his fucking team. And those of you who play sports or know about sports know that's a huge no-no, right?
It's a huge taboo, bro.
Huge thing. I mean, Pete Rose is turning in his grave right now, right?
Right now for the last year.
Mind you, we live in 2026. These apps, these things basically own the damn league now, right? With how much promotion you got. Look at the shows, every show, like, you can bet FanDuel, you can do this, you can bet that, or take this. And they give you parlays before the Sunday even starts, right? They suggest them for you. So it's highly, highly encouraged now. And then they throw in their little disclaimer in the bottom, bet responsibly, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, and the 800 number for gambles and missing.
But what makes Sorsby even crazier was the NCAA took sanctions against him, right? And they were going to not let him play this year. Remember, he plays in Texas Tech. Judges in Texas overruled the NCAA's decision, and he was set to play and be eligible to play in this upcoming NCAA season. Of course, since then, a lot of the other teams in the Big 12 were threatening to file suits, things like that. Because in actuality, I didn't like that they were going to let him play, basically, bro. I thought it was wrong, right? You got busted. The NCAA put their sanctions on you. You found a judge who loves your school, wants them to win. Obviously, Texas Tech invests a lot of NIL money on that squad. We saw it last year, right? So he was going to play. But the thing was, how lucky are we that this was the year we took a quarterback? So we don't have to be part of this who wants to get Sorsby drama, right? Because Sorsby is one of the top NFL quarterbacks coming out next year. And I would even argue that if he would have came out this year, because he decided to stay at Texas Tech, and he come out this year, he would have been more of a debate than 805 and
Simpson.
Yeah, than Simpson. He would have been more of an argument about taking a top quarterback as opposed to Ty Simpson, right?
So you're saying there's still a chance?
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy though, right? When you see it that way, this kid or does he think he's gonna? Obviously, there's gonna be a team out there that is gonna take him, or would you?
I guarantee there will be.
Would you do it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a team out there that would be willing to do it. And first team that comes to mind is Cleveland.
Yeah, that's the one I heard on the radio too, right?
Cowboys, teams that have extra draft
Jets?
picks or
Now-
Jets 100%, because guess what? If they do that and they get him and he works out, like if he
I was
looks like he
thinking
could
that
be
in
the
the car, and that's why I wanted to bring it up.
if they bring him in and it looks like he could work out for them, guess what they can do with those first round pick next year? They can go and get offensive line, running back, whatever. You know, they can play around even more and really start to build that team, because I can't think of any other team. Miami could. They're not in the best situation.
Well, they just gave Willis that deal, but what about Arizona?
Arizona could do it.
They got that drama with Jacoby Brissett, right, going on. He wants starter money because there's nobody behind him but a rookie, right?
Minnesota could.
Well, yeah, because they put their money on
Kyler
and JJ. JJ's not going to work out, but who knows how Kyler's going to work out for them? Yeah. But if you remember, though,
there's a lot of teams that could use him.
Yeah. But do you think the NFL is just going to let him get away with it?
No.
Oh, they're going to watch him like a hawk. You know that.
Oh.
Yeah.
They can't punish. Well, they can't punish him for what he did in college. That's the NCAA's thing.
Right.
They can just watch him like a hawk now if he comes to the NFL, because now he falls under their jurisdiction and under their rules. So you can't penalize him for what he did while playing college. But you can watch him. I mean, it's not like he went out there and he murdered somebody. That's a different situation.
But he might as well have, though. Because if I'm a fan, right, and I'm watching Sorsby play, and he overthrows the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, bro, did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Or throws an interception, right, like a pick six.
Well, that would be if he's betting the under. If he's betting the over, then he's not going to make mistakes because he's going to put as many points on the board as possible.
Right.
But I understand what Chido's saying, man. You got to look at that. You can't bring in that. You have to have a really strong team and program in order to bring on this type of guy.
Yeah.
Bro, we're talking about betting on football. Like, that's the biggest taboo that we all know in sports. Hey, you don't bet on your own sport.
For your own team.
On your own team. I'll be like, yes, I get it. You're betting the over that I'm going to be better. Bro, at the end of the day, no, bro. Like, well, I'll tell you what. Whatever team brings them on, bro, is going to be under a microscope. And like Chido said, every underthrow, every interception, every turnover.
I would, bro.
Bro, people are going to.
Philadelphia could be an option, too. They got a strong organization.
Yeah. So I was thinking what organizations, and I'm glad Will brought that up. Pittsburgh came to mind as one, right? Because they've just.
But with Mike McCarthy, though.
But that was the thing, though. I don't know what's going to happen with Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, with Tomlin, I would have said yes. But with Mike McCarthy, I don't know. He just seems soft compared to.
But the Roonies are still the Roonies, though, right?
Huh?
The Roonies are still the Roonies. They're still.
Yeah. But getting to the game, what's the difference with some of these players that actually do fantasy football too? It's still a form of gambling.
True. And I get
if you're Ashton Genty, why would you not pick yourself? Because
you might have let Pete Carroll or.
But I think those fantasy ones are different because you're not putting it on actual sports book where it's like if you're in a money league, it's usually within friends and stuff like that, as opposed
to gambling. Now you're paying to the option of possibly winning. It's still considered gambling.
Yeah. If Pete Rose gets into the freaking baseball Hall of Fame, then I'll start talking about guys getting in for betting.
Nah, baseball is a whole nother animal because that's corrupted itself for how long it takes certain people.
So is FIFA. So is FIFA, bro. If we're gonna talk about it, like all these
kickball championship going on in the country right now, yeah.
Oh, so I thought about this one, bro. Like if there was one team that's kicking themselves in the ass on the draft, it's probably the Rams. Because if they didn't take Simpson with that 13 pick, if they would have took someone like Kyle Lemon or whatever wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
And then this came up about, how they feel about their picks. They might have been like, Sorsby, get over here. And that would have been even scarier Because to me, he's the better prospect than Tyson. Yeah.
The only bonus with Simpson is you got him on a 5-year possible because
and that's the thing why you take him in the first round.
Yeah. I mean, because other than that, they would have had to have either moved back later in the first round and still take him with, say, the last pick in the first round, or take him in the second and they don't get that 5th-year option.
But there was that risk that maybe, I don't know, another team might have wanted him in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, man, I can't believe like the balls on that kid though, right? Like
I think it's funny, but
yeah, I thought it was funny at first. I really did, but then the more I saw it, like this motherfucker just don't give a fuck, and he's getting whatever he wants and not being held accountable by anyone.
And that's the biggest thing, bro. These fucking coaches in college are failing these fucking kids.
Yeah,
let's be honest, bro. By him not being held accountable, we're fucking failing these kids to go up there and fucking do whatever the fuck they want. He's going to go to the NFL. This is the thought process, right? If he's doing this in college, you think he ain't going to do it in the NFL? You think he's not going to bet on the side and think that he's fucking untouchable?
Oh, yeah, bro. I know. I would. Shit.
You know, you're giving him like NIL money. What happens when you give this motherfucker real money?
Yeah. Hey, don't call NIL not real money, bro. These kids get millions.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, NFL money is a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Because I heard like the rookie contracts, and I was like, man, some of these kids were making more things in college getting NIL.
Yeah, that's why they
stayed. Yeah. But you know what? I'm glad you said that though, Will, because that's gonna transition us to the Raiders. Unless y'all got anything more thoughts about what's happening with Sorsby, the gambling thing, NCAA, NIL? No,
I'll end up talking more about it on Friday night.
I was gonna tell you that if you do that on Friday, I got to see where I'm at Friday. Maybe I'll join you. You start talking about NIL in college and all that shit.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bitch.
No.
I'm gonna call in.
There you go. And then when your 2 minutes are up, I'll just hang up on you.
But I'll do it like in Miss Doubtfire. I am bet. I want over. But yeah, but with that being said, well, like how you said, a lot of the coaches in college are ruining these guys, and I think it goes back to our off season so far, right? Our OTAs, our mini camp, stuff like that, and Kubiak, and our GM. Shout out to him by going out and looking for the kind of players they want to bring to this team. Could you imagine coming to Vegas and you have a gambling problem already, and then you come here, Vegas, of all people, not here in Vegas, over there where people live in Vegas, but you know what I mean? Like that, man. They already say shit with people who have substance problems, right? When they go to Vegas, like it's already a risk. But yeah, I mean, to me, it just shows like how when you look at the players they brought in and who they drafted, like they said it themselves, right? We didn't draft needs, we drafted football players. Yeah. So it kind of suits to the theme that they were going. But OTAs, man, mandatory minicamp recap. So they had their first mandatory minicamp, obviously, before they went on a little break, right? Tell me what you guys thought about anything you heard. I know Will played those long-ass pressers last week. So now that we've had time to soak all that in.
Make sure you get it in, motherfuckers.
Like, Jesus Christ. I think
it just ended 5 minutes ago.
But I mean, obviously there were other ones.
I gotta put you out of work.
There were other ones. Oh my God, here comes Rick Dees again with his 1980s DJ shots. Oh Lord. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts? Will, we'll start with you, bro. What you heard from the mandatory minicamp, or any thoughts you have from the OTAs?
I think people are worried too much about the shit that when people don't show up. I think when we look at mandatory minicamp, we had the guys that were eligible to show up and put in work. At the end of the day, man, what this guy is trying to do is build a culture. And you can see that they're trying to build a culture. Right. And establish a precedence. I mean, like, people might not like it. Some people go like, oh, this is collegiate shit that they're bringing back. We're taking off the logo. I'll be like, but, or, teaching these guys the history of the Raiders. They go like, oh, well, that doesn't matter with football. But you know what? These guys are trying to build a culture. They're trying to build an understanding of what it is to wear that shield. And when you're doing things like that, I think it's a good thing. At the end of the day, bro, like, you have more pride in an organization that takes pride in knowing where they come from than freaking working some fucking random company that you just go and, hey, man, I'm a fucking Raider. Do they know what it means to be a fucking Raider? No. So now you're teaching it, you're showing it, you're setting precedents, you're saying, hey, man, there's nothing that's bigger than the whole.
Than the what?
Than the whole team.
Oh, you said the whole. Me too. I'm like, you going way Diddy on us today, big guy.
No. Nothing's bigger than the whole. It's bigger than the whole team.
Okay.
And they're looking at it like that. And I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, looking into the Fernando Mendoza situation. But I like what people are saying. You know what? Kirk Cousins wasn't in here to be brought to be a fucking mentor. He was in here to brought in to be fucking competitive. He's brought in to compete and to fucking move this team forward. And guess what? Fernando's going to learn through osmosis. Yeah. Hey, and people are saying, hey, his footwork isn't, and the timing is off, and all that. Hey, you know what? It's the learning process of a fucking rookie quarterback.
Look at you. You have a different tune today.
No, it's the truth. I told you last time. They said, hey, they're saying that he's not ready. Yeah, his footwork's off. So what?
Hey, Veronica, what's up? Thank you for tuning in, girl. How you doing?
Like, if you think about it, so what? Like, his footwork's off. It's a fucking timing thing. It's a thing where he's a rookie, where he has time. And if we got Kirk Cousins in there slinging it and winning games, who gives a fuck?
Kirk Cousins. I like what you say. What about you, Jeff?
I don't call them OTAs. They're OHAs, overhype activities. Because everybody's just hyping the shit out of it. Oh, you threw tight spirals.
Right.
It's just, what's up, Bueno? What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Bueno? How you doing, brother?
I just, you know what? There's reports that come out. Yeah, okay, this guy looks good. That guy looks good.
Right.
Just, are they getting the fundamentals down? That's all that matters to me. Are they, are they, nobody's getting injured. I want to know, make sure, I want to hear that there's no injuries. Everybody's looking good as far as injury wise.
Yeah.
Nobody's gassed. Nobody's getting exhausted just doing basic shit.
Yeah.
I take OTAs and mini camps with a grain of salt.
They're different now than when we're older, so they were different.
Yeah, I mean, they don't mean the same as they used to. I mean, even during regular training camp, they can only have so many full contact drills.
Exactly.
You can never touch anybody. If you hit the quarterback, you're gonna have a fight on the field.
You're limited on the times you can wear pads.
Yeah, you're limited to one a week. Well, basically, you can only have 14 in the entire training camp.
Right.
Okay, so basically, it averages out to about one a week. Even during the season, you can only do 14 in an 18-week season.
That's crazy.
You can't double them up. So you can't have 2-a-days.
Yes.
Oh, you can have 2-a-days, but one of them you cannot do contact both morning and afternoon. I mean, I get it. I get for the health and safety and everything. So it's just annoying. You know what? The one thing I can take from OTAs and all that is how the kickers look, because you can't fuck up a kick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, is he kicking them through the uprights every time? Is he shanking them? How's AJ Cole looking? Is he nailing those coffin kicks? Because he did such a great job last year with it. Is he working on his craft when it comes to that? How are the guys handling the ball on stuff like that has more of an impact than just running a little simple route with no defenders on you, no pass rush on the quarterbacks. I mean, I can go out and play catch with the neighbor's kid in the backyard and hey, I'll submit this game film because I look just as good as so-and-so throwing the ball, and this kid 5 years old looks just as good catching the ball as Trey Tucker. And the same.
Especially the ones you do the 7-on-7 flag football leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of kickers, and I'm glad you brought up the kickers. But I had seen video clips of the Tokyo Hotel kicking it
Okay.
from the 48-yard line, right? Kicking it from the 48-yard line through the uprights, maybe like 10 yards past the fucking goal. And I get it. No one's rushing at you yet. There's no games.
Yeah.
But the strength of this kid's leg, right? And the accuracy, the height between his leg and that are real. The thing now is he going to be able to do that in a game, you know, in the NFL level? You got these dudes rushing at you, coming at you, and things like that. But yeah, the kicker thing. Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, what OTAs and mandatory minicamps are is for conditioning and learning the way that they're going to do things when training camp opens.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, kickers to work on their kicking form. You know, the long snappers to work on getting the ball to the holder. Shit like that. Yes. You know, quarterback. Yes, learning how to continuously take snaps from under center. You know. Let's see how that is when he's going to turn his back to the defense in his dropbacks. And then when he turns and looks and sees what the defense is now switched to at this point.
Right.
You know, where is everybody? Is he going to be able to pick up on that fast?
Like when he plays Denver, like you got like 4 seconds
might be able to process that faster based on his experience.
There.
Mendoza may not. Mm-hmm. AOC 12 may not also. You know, there's so many different variables that don't translate from OTAs and minicamp over to regular training camp in preseason games. Yeah. You know, so once the first preseason game hits, that's going to tell you a lot right there. That or those combined practices with the other teams.
With Houston. Yeah. And I'm glad you guys said that because it goes, and Will, I think you said it best. OTAs, and it even goes on to what Jeff was saying, right? Are when you start creating your culture.
Yep.
Right? What we're going to do this season. What are we going to work on? Let's see what we have, right? Like we're gonna get you guys ready so that when you go on your little break or whatever and you come back, you're gonna come back ready to work.
Yeah.
And then also like how they take care of themselves while they're gone, right? Because they drafted or they got character guys, right? And they're gonna find out, right? Because they're gone for what, like 30 days, something like that.
Yeah, they're gone for a month.
Yeah, you let me go for a month, but I'm gonna come back 20 pounds heavier. Shit, let me not do shit for a fucking month, right? I'll be in Mexico eating tacos and mariscos and all that bullshit. I don't come back hella heavy, right? But so that's the other part. Like, and I love that Lincoln Kennedy always says this: you used to come to training camp to get in shape.
Yeah.
Now you have to show up to the motherfucker in shape.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's where you start to see the different things, and then that's what I love what you guys were saying about how with Cousins and with Mendoza even, right? The footwork. You know, if you heard when Kubiak and the QB coach talk about it, it's like when they don't understand the play, they come and they communicate with us. Right? I'm not understanding this one. What am I supposed to do? Or let's review that one again. I don't quite get this. Like that's what this is for, right? Those walkthroughs and do things like that. So, and I think that's what I look forward to and I like and see about this part. But like, I'm with Jeff. I'm with you guys. I don't ooh and ah. I like, oh my God, Genty looks faster, right? Or like, oh my God, look at the spiral that Mendoza threw. You know, like, oh my God, Kirk Cousins is out there leading these fools. Or look at Aiden. Aiden's finally standing upright. Yeah, let's go, Aiden. You know, like shit like that. You know, I don't put too much emphasis on that, and it's more like how you guys said, right? And I think that to me was the point of the show, earning the show.
Yeah.
Right? Are you going to show up every day? They're battling to see who gets there first, right? They're trying to beat Max Crosby to see who gets there to the building first, who's the last one to leave. So you kind of do those things with one another, and I like that they're doing that right now to create that culture thing amongst that, right? But there was one thing I wanted to ask you guys about as far as the mandatory minicamp, because everyone did show up, right? But Nakobe Dean, unfortunately, does have a history of injuries, right? Mm-hmm. And he wasn't out on the field. And because we are the Raider Nation, we are extra. You have folks out there freaking out about his injury. Maybe they're lying to us. It's more serious than we thought. Or like, we'll start with you, Will, since you're already bouncing like a ticker.
I mean, like, hey, this is
what are your thoughts on the Nakobe Dean not being on the field situation?
Who cares? Wow, he's not on the field. It's OTAs. Oh shit! Like, what in the fuck is he gonna learn out there that he hasn't learned before in an NFL locker room? You know, like, hey, is he in the facility? Yes.
Right.
Does the team know that he is injured and he's dealing with some stuff? Yes. So when it comes to it, you look at all those things and you say, hey, it doesn't matter. Like who cares that like freaking we're sitting there talking about, hey, no, Kobe Dean's freaking injured. He's not at practice.
Right.
It's not a big
he's there, but he's not on the field. Right. He's in the building.
Yeah. I'll be like, bro, so he's learning, he's being a part of it. It's just like people saying, oh, JPJ's not at he's not starting right now.
We'll get to it. Don't jump ahead. But yeah.
Right. So I think people are saying stuff like that. I go like, bro, isn't it normal that Buford would be a little bit more advanced than him at this part, especially since he's already played in this system? Isn't that normal? I'd be like, at this time in this stage, bro, like people are looking at it and saying, hey, these injuries, these things like that, bro, like it doesn't matter. The guy's in the facility. The team knows what he's doing. He's not having a freaking meltdown where he's having like mental issues or he's having a contract issue. It's literally something that he's recovering from.
Right.
And he's in the facility.
Okay. I like it. What about you, Jeff?
Scares the shit out of me because our linebacker room is shit. Outside of him and Walker, what's next up?
The Bergs.
We got no depth, and now one of the guys you brought in here that's going to be the top dog at linebacker for us is
right.
There's a question mark now.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we didn't do anything in the offseason other than those two. We didn't really do anything in the draft when we could have.
Either.
You know, we could have done something there. We could have moved around and got something.
Right.
You know, this is where I still sit here and say trading back from number one could have avoided some of this shit. Seriously.
No,
it could have done wonders. Or at least if the Max trade went through, we could have been sitting in a different situation.
I would lean more with the Max trade. The Max trade thing, I think, hurts
But
more.
then what would you do with that number 14? Yeah. Would you go for best wide receiver at that point? Or would you go for a linebacker? Would you go for the best corner?
They're not taking a wide receiver. I don't think they would have taken a wide receiver.
No, but when you've got that chance to grab one of those guys and they're there, then okay. But, you know, we could have gone for a linebacker, you know, at that point.
Hey, what's his name was there when we picked him in the second round, right? The one I wanted.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to say this, and I can't believe I'm going to bring him up. You guys remember our former co-host, James, right? And how he came up here and he would say that he was worried about Wilkins and he doesn't understand why we weren't worried, right? That we weren't worried. And we were like, no, it's training camp, it's OTAs. Everything's going to be fine. Maybe I have a little PTSD. I trust this coaching staff more than last year's. But it does linger in the back of my mind that maybe he's more injured than we realized, right? And that's why they're taking their time bringing him on right now. Because obviously he's a veteran. You don't need him out there like you do the rookies to get all that time. He can learn it. He can concept things like that. But I'm with Jeff, though. When it comes to this team and the depth, linebacker is one of our weakest positions. Starters, cool. We upgraded. We got Quay Walker and we got Kobe Dean. I love it. But behind them, that depth at linebacker, it gets shaky. And this is a long 18-week season.
Invisible.
There isn't any depth, right?
Right? No.
But let me ask you guys this. Is it more important that he's ready to go for the season and the long term, or is it more important that he's like ready to go right now? And do we know if John Spytek already knew about these injuries when he signed them?
I think it's more important for him to be ready by the start of the season. But again, if he goes down mid-season or even early in the season, what are our options? We're going to have to revamp that defense again. We're going to have to move guys around and hope that some of these guys that are back there at safety can step up and play some of those
Kev said you move Kuntz back to linebacker. He can play linebacker.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to have to. You're going to have no choice. Or does Crawford fit in at that position?
This part right here, teams lie all day, and it's standard operating. And that's why I don't believe when they say we don't have no concerns at this time. And I told you, Jeff, was it last year or the year before? I stopped believing shit I hear ever since the day I woke up and I saw Devontae in his green PJs behind Aaron Rodgers, right? When Tay told me he wasn't going anywhere the day before. And then I wake up and he's in fucking New York, right? So I don't believe anything these guys say anymore. Yeah.
And Jack, I want to just reference Jack's comment. He said, stop hating on Mendoza. I'm not hating on Mendoza. I'm just trying to show you the reason behind why we should have traded back, because we had other depth issues and other issues with bona fide possible starters for this team. That, first of all, Mendoza's not going to start, so people get over it. It's not going to happen.
Don't jump ahead. We'll get there.
It's going to be Kirk Cousins, okay? But besides that, this could have been the chance for us to add more positional players that can be plug and play. Quarterback is not a plug and play position. There's too much to learn coming from college to pros. A linebacker, an offensive lineman, hell, even a wide receiver, secondary guys. These are guys that can step in and pretty much start right away. So there's a big difference between, just going with that guy at number one and moving around and doing something else to add value to your team. That's going to be, because right now we're screwed in the middle of that defense. You've got a great up front. You got some really good corners and safeties back there. What about that middle?
Yeah, but at this point,
you can't stop the run in the front line. Those linebackers are going to get burned fast.
But at this point, the whole trading back thing is crying over spilled milk. It didn't happen. It's like going back and saying we should have drafted this guy. We should have drafted that guy. Right? Like at that point, like it's mute to argue that point. But to your point and what we're arguing about now, even though we did upgrade, this team still lacks depth at certain positions. And linebacker is one of them.
Well, right? and you guys know this, and I mean, like, I think you guys have heard it. There's going to be guys playing positions like that we didn't think that they were going to be in.
But cool.
You're going to see guys playing outside linebacker that are playing defensive end. It's going to be a hybrid defense. They're going to play a 50.
Like Kuntz, like Kev said?
Yeah, you'll see that. I guarantee you're going to see a 50 front. You're going to see Max Crosby dropping in coverage sometime.
Anthony going to yell right now. Remember, Anthony said,
I'm telling you right now, bro. The defense is going to be a lot different. There's going to be people that are going to be playing inside, outside. There's going to be people playing that.
It's going to have to be. Why are they lined up? Two starting linebackers, or one of them. Yeah. It's going to have to be.
And you have to be flexible in this league. You can't just run a 30 front like everybody thinks. Oh, yeah, we're just going to play a standard 3-4.
And I think that's one thing the fans are getting carried away with is that it's a traditional 3-4. They've told us numerous times it is not your traditional 3-4.
Exactly.
Right? It's not. It's a hybrid version. Right? Which is why the linebackers... right,
which also proves the point as to why we traded out of that number, the second round pick, and we didn't take McDonald, because if it was going to be a true 3-4, we would have gone for that bona fide nose tackle.
Yeah.
So once we passed on that,
yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the nose tackle and the wide receiver, and we'll get into why I think we passed. But there was one more player, and I saw this all over social media, and it's driving me absolutely crazy, right? And why I was doing the overreaction needs to stop. Gerard McCoy. We know who Gerard McCoy was. He's our diamond in the rough, the kid we drafted late, first round talent because of injuries, right? So you see it all over social media. And these are Raider fans. This ain't the media. These are Raider fans that are saying this. That this regime's already lying to us because he wasn't out there on the practice field, right? And shit like that drives me absolutely nuts because they're like, they need to tell us the plan. And this is where I want to tell Raider Nation, if you listened to the first time they talked about him, they told you the plan. They told you Alex Guerrero had a plan for him, and they were going to bring him in slowly. Right? Just because you saw him out there on the grass one time doesn't mean you're going to see him out there all the time. right? Just because you don't see him on the grass. I'm honestly one of the ones that if he doesn't play this year, I'm not going to be mad. Because I see the talent this kid can be, and I'd rather him be at 100% before we throw him out there, right? But this whole thing, like they're lying to us, Sharon McCoy, it was a waste. We shouldn't have took him. They have a plan. Even to what Lorenzo said, are we ever going to be happy? Are we ever going to trust the coaching staff and the regimes we bring in? Right? We have to trust that Kubiak, Leonard, Spytek, AG, Alex Guerrero, right, are going to do what's best to bring that kid along.
Lorenzo, ask that question after the season's over, and then we'll tell you.
Are we ever going to be happy and celebrate what we have now? No, and to Lorenzo's point, and I'll bring it up because, and I think when people hear us with concerns, they think that we're not happy, and it's not that we're not happy.
No, it's just there's legit concerns.
Yeah, do I think we're a better team than last year? I think so, Jeff.
And until proven on the field, we're still the same team as last year, regardless of who we added.
Okay, Will?
You still have to beat last year's to be better. So that's how I look at it.
This is still to be determined, right?
Okay.
Because we still got to look at the proof in the pudding. But are we going to say that we haven't addressed key issues that we had? Yeah, but we also have other ones, right? And again, this is where we'll see the proof in the pudding. Now, my question is this. When we say, hey, any single time Raider Nation goes out, right, and we look at McCoy, why is it because he's hitting the practice field that we automatically think that this guy should be ready to go for the season? Why can't we bring him along slowly, just like Cheeto said, right? Why do we always have to go to the extreme of, oh, my God, this guy just hit the field and he is killing it, so he needs to start today? Could you just imagine? Bro, I just got talking about McCoy yesterday because he's practicing. People are literally thinking that he's ready to go. I'm like, bro, he's not even practicing full tilt yet. He's not in full pads. He's not doing contact drills. He's not doing any of that stuff. And we expect this guy to be ready to go and cover top flight wide receivers because you already know if he gets burned one time, oh, that guy sucks. Oh, man, we need to bench that guy. He's fucking trash. Why did we draft him in the 4th round?
Yeah.
You guys already know this.
Yeah. But even to add to the overreaction, and Jeff, this is your turn to shine. Mendoza. People are adamant that because we drafted him number 1, he should start or needs to start week 1.
Well, if you want the utmost value return on your number 1 investment, then yeah, I kind of agree with that. Mm-hmm. But 2, no, because you don't know what the rest of this team looks like. You don't know how well this offensive line is going to be. You don't know who's going to be what for wide receivers. You don't know the full situation of what's going to happen with this roster once they get into a game. So if everything starts off shaky, then let Kirk Cousins and AFC 12 take the bumps and the bruises. Let them take the hits. If you rush a player out there too soon, and he's horrible out there, and not necessarily just him in general. Yes, he would be part of the horribleness, but also would be the offensive line. Receivers can't get open. They can't run their routes. You're going to kill this kid's confidence. And that's what ends up happening. Look what happened with JPJ, all the messing around with him last year. I know we're going to get into JPJ too at some point.
Next, actually. Yeah.
So there's so many things that just you need to see how this team's going to be first before you just throw this kid to the wolves. I don't care who the quarterback is, Mendoza or not. Right. That's how I feel. So should he start right away? I'm 2 sides of this. For the value of the pick, using your number 1 overall on a player, yes, he should be. But for the potential to have him last and be around and be what you think he's going to be in 2027, because that's what this is. This is all for 2027. This isn't for 2026.
This is for 2036 when you think about it.
Yeah, this is for 2027 season and beyond. So this is where I keep saying, don't expect much out of this team this year. Stop setting that bar so goddamn high. Because we are in a wait-and-see phase with this season. And that's why everybody gets a free pass this season, no matter what the record is, no matter how bad the team looks. It's first year for a lot of different things. All these new coaches in the system, brand new head coach, never been a head coach before, brand new DC defensive coordinator, bunch of new rookies, a new quarterback with us. The only thing that's going to be around, that's been around for a while, is ALC 12, Max, and a couple other players. And
AJ Cole.
AJ Cole. Other than that,
yeah, and Cole.
You screwed him.
Yeah. And dude screwed it. Where's Michael Guerrero at?
other than that, there's not many regular stays on this team. And I know Jack busted my chops about how many rookies do you want. Jack, do you realize that teams are built in the draft, not through free agency? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, all the players you can grab in a draft is a bonus for the team going forward. So if we have 30 rookies in the last 2 or 3 years, so be it. That's how you build a team. You don't build it through free agency. Free agency, you're just picking up someone else's problem or someone else's trash, okay? Or they just are so expensive they can't keep these players. Hold on, that's all. That's what free agency is, to fix little things here and there. But
what the Rams do?
That's how you build a team, is through the draft.
Right. So. Will you stop with your 1980s fucking DJ sound effects? When you produce the show, you could sound like Rick Dees all you want. Okay.
Yeah, easy there, Ryan Seacrest.
Exactly. but, and I'm glad you said that. But Will, same thing to you. Like, do you think he does absolutely needs to start week 1 because he was the number 1 overall pick?
Is he the best player available playing quarterback right now for the Raiders?
No.
Then no.
It depends who you ask, because people say yes.
I mean, like, people.
Yeah.
People. Are they the fucking coach? Are they out there seeing them every fucking week, every single day? And if you're not the coach, then I mean, like, I don't think you're validated to say, because you're not watching these guys in practice. You're not in the freaking room telling them, hey, man, this is what's going on. Hey, let's get this process together.
I'm so glad you said that, because you're right. We're not there. We see clips on Twitter, right? We see what they want us to see on the Raiders YouTube page.
And again, right? And this is where we go back to it, right? Even if you are at those practices and you watch them from the sideline, because I know that
if you know a guy and the guy tells you, right?
And you can watch, but at the same time, you still don't know. Most Raiders fans don't understand the footwork, the technique, anything about football besides just watching the game and the general knowledge.
Hey, what up,
when you look at 3-step drops, when you look at technique, when you look at all that stuff, that's what those guys are there for. That's why they're coaches. That's why they're fucking valued at a high rate, and they're paid a fucking shit ton of money to teach these dudes how to do this fucking job.
Right. Some of them just come to take some of Mark's money.
Yeah. Or that too. I mean, like, there's some dudes that are useless. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, when we have those types of coaches to say, hey, we have podcaster X that, hey man, I'm so well connected with the Raiders, and this is what they're telling me. I'm like, bro, this is like hearsay, she said bullshit, bro. Like, hey man, you're going into some bitch shit. You're fucking going off some fucking rumors instead of some verified fucking like shit. If the coach says it and he goes like, hey man, this is what it is, then that's what it is.
Yes and no, though, because will the coach tell us that shit's going bad?
You know who I trust? Somebody that shows me their swipe pass to get inside the facility into certain lock. If they show me that, then I'll believe what they say.
Okay, but say even a beat writer.
Or I know a guy on the inside. I don't believe jack shit.
Say a beat writer said it, Jeff, but would you believe him because he's the Raiders beat writer?
No. No, I wouldn't. Sorry.
No.
Bro, do you trust all the news you hear about anything and everything else in the country? No. No one does. You're going to trust the beat writer writing about his team? Of course he's going to write good shit about him. He wants to keep a job. He's not going to come out and say, hey, this guy looks like shit. This guy looks horrible.
I probably won't trust what I see them put out on like articles and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when you have, say, like conversations as like just fans with them, and they share things they see or concerns and things like that, Like maybe at that point, if you have that relationship with them.
There's
obviously.
very far and few people like you, Cheeto, that have these special.
I didn't say me.
No, bro. Like, hey,
Did I say me?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, you kind of hinted at it
in a candid way. Hey, yo, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeto, we don't all have these.
But even then, even
in our hip pocket.
Even his opinion is biased because at the end of the day, he's a Raiders fan. Right? At the end of the day, he's a Raider fan. So he's going to want to stay optimistic. He still wants to beat out like how Jeff said, right? Until I see it on the field, I'm going to hold back.
Yeah, and we have Raider fans that say we're going to go to the playoffs this year too. So
yeah, we do.
Hey, as a beat writer, Cheeto, you're only so qualified to talk about players because you're not a coach. You don't know, like
but I wouldn't even say that even coaches are qualified. Look at our offensive line coach last year. He was a coach.
But we all said it from the beginning. Was he qualified?
No, we didn't say it from the beginning.
Yes, with Brandon Carroll. Brandon Carroll was always a question at the beginning of the year because everybody questioned it because they said he was too young, and it was like, hey, that's kind of.
I didn't question it, to be honest with you. I didn't question it until I saw that first preseason game, and I go, "What the hell did this guy do during the training camp?" Because these guys look like shit, and they're going to look like shit all season, and they did. So.
Like Lorenzo, I always trust the fifth person that posts the same thing because by then it must be true. Oh man, right? But to that point, and I love that Jeff brought that up because we can hear whatever we want from the coaching staff, right? They're the ones that are there, right? We can hear whatever the beater, Hondo's Hondo. Like, come on, but
he needs to take some lessons and to ask some true, real, like hard-hitting questions.
When they get on the field, you can't hide the fucking holes. You can't hide what's not working. And me, Jeff, and Nathan, when we saw that Seattle game, that first preseason game, we came back and we were like, holy shit, we're in trouble. Like, I know it's preseason, but holy shit.
I was absolutely disgusted watching that. And I mean, everybody knows how much I love the offensive line. And when I saw how that game looked, I just sat here watching it going, oh my God, what the hell was that? And then again, I know I keep saying this, but it still rings true. His following press conference on Monday, what he said, he lost me at that point because up until then, I was in Pete Carroll's corner. After that press conference, I wouldn't have cared if we would have fired him right after that press conference. I would have been fine with it. Holy shit.
When he went up there and they asked him if you were going to identify 5, and he said, we'll identify those 5 however long it takes. We were like, what?
It could take days, could take weeks, could take months into the season.
The whole season. Bro. So again, Will, to what you were saying, the coaches are the ones that know, right?
Yeah.
You see where a doubt comes from as Raider fans? Because even the coaches we have proved to us that they don't know what the fuck.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I mean, like when we're talking about this regime, right? And this is where
even this regime, to Jeff's point, it's unproven yet.
It's unproven, but we can't hold other regimes' fucking faults against these guys.
No.
You know what I mean? And that's where I'm looking at it. It's a fresh start. You're looking at it as we just took on a new employee. Just because your previous employee was a total fucking jerkwad doesn't mean that this guy is not going to be doing his job.
I'm not laughing at you, Will. I'm laughing at Demote's post in the chat.
I'll see it right now. What did it say?
I'm sorry.
You don't need to be a coach to know something's bad. If I go to the doctor, because I already know, and he tells me to pull I'm like, you're the doc. Oh, that's a good. I love our chat. Shout out to our chat, bro. Shout out to our chat.
The difference with this current coaching situation, like I'm just gonna look at the offensive line. The current situation with this new offensive line coach coming, he has a legit what do you call it? Track record. But we thought about Pete Carroll with that too. That Pete Carroll had a track record of being a winning coach, Super Bowl winning coach, NCAA national title games, and it all went to shit. But Rick Dennison does have a track record of improving offensive line play and working with players. So I have a lot of hope for this offensive line this year. But I'm going to reserve judgment until I see either a preseason game or week one. In week one, I'm going to be there, so I'm going to get to see week one right from the start, just like last year they were here in New England. So,
yeah, and I get that, and I think what's different this year's regime that I will say, even though they still have to prove themselves, these guys were put together by the head coach.
Yeah,
they weren't forced to work together. When you think about all the bullshit that came out about how Chip Kelly and then Brandon Carroll being the only one, like, why the fuck is he here? Only because he's your son. Like, all that shit, that went down last year. Like, you don't see that this year. Kubiak has his guys, He's got the O-line coach. He's got the quarterback coach. He got the guy who wants to be his offensive coordinator. He interviewed Robbie. Robbie proved to him, you know what? I know these guys. Let me take a shot at, all right, Robbie, you take the defense. Right? Do what you want to do. Because even that came out, right, about how Pete Carroll wouldn't let PG play the defense that he wanted to last year.
It was all cover three or a hybrid.
It was all so. In that sense, as far as the coaching, I would say it's a lot more stable this year. But yeah, they still need to prove themselves. But Jeff, the O-line, the motherfucking O-line, right? And I think this is more important even than Mendoza or Genti or the wide receivers.
Yeah, because it all starts there.
And if you don't believe that as a Raider fan, like, just think about what we went through last year, right? Yes, Geno sucked. Yes, this and that. But that O-line was fucking horrible, right? And if you don't remember the Philadelphia game, how those dudes looked that game, like, oh my God, that was so bad.
Jeff remembers.
Jeff remembers.
I froze my ass off watching that game in the stands. Right? My nuts still have frostbite on them.
Right. But depth chart
that was disgusting.
Right. So I'm glad we brought up the O-line because obviously, and it goes back to I'm gonna wait till they put on pads and play. Reports are that Caleb Rogers, right? I don't know why I always mess up his name. Caleb Rogers is looking great. Looking good, right? He's up there. What's Buford? How do you say his name?
Buford.
Yeah. Buford. He's out there, right? Running with them. To Will's point, it makes sense. He's ran Kubiak's system before. He's more familiar with the zone read, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you start to get into the like, wow, this is going to be our 5, right? It's going to be Grant, whatever, right? The only thing I think is solidified at this point is the center and the left tackle.
I agree with that.
Right? At this point, any of the other 3 positions, there's Michael Guerrero. Fire Deuce Cruden. What's up, Michael? Right? At this point, right? And that's it. Anything else is a competition.
Yeah.
What's driving me crazy, though, are the rumors that because we have Zoom, because Caleb looks good.
I'm still here.
Trade JPJ.
Whoa. Hey, where are these rumors coming? And this is, again, bro, yesterday I talked about it. They told me that it's because now he's at the bottom of the barrel for the depth chart, that he's fighting for a position.
What does that say?
JPJ needs to play ball or move on.
So it ain't the media saying trade JPJ. It's the nation that's saying trade JPJ. And before I let you and Jeff get on that, I want to tell you why it bugs me. Right? Say that Zune, Buford, Rogers, they do beat out JPJ for the guard position, right? So they do beat him out. To me, you still don't trade him. Because what have we always been lacking for years is depth on this offensive line. It's a long fucking season, bro. Once we lose one of these dudes, it's like, oh shit. We start picking dudes off from under the bridge in Las Vegas, right? To play on the O-line. Right? Like last year we got that guy from Seattle. We were like, holy shit, right? When he came over here. So to me, it's like, why would you want to trade? So he doesn't start, right? Say whatever they decide, this 5 is going to be our best 5 moving forward. That's where we are. But to me, I still don't think you trade him away because of it. He could still be a value on this offensive line because he plays multiple. He can play on both sides, right? It creates depth. But I think that's what drives me crazy when you see things like he needs to fucking already man up or get the fuck out of here. When knowing what the fuck he went through last year. But Jeff, you're the O-line guy. I'll let you start, bro. When it comes to the depth chart, the battles, the things with JPJ, where do you stand when it comes to that, man?
On just JPJ alone?
You can start with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'll gladly start with him. I've always been in his corner, but right. I remember, and I was trying to find it earlier today, but I've said on shows in the past that maybe there's a chance JPJ's not as good as we think he is. Was there too much hype on him coming out?
We liked his nastiness. We liked his attitude.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't translate to him staying on the field.
Right.
I will be in his corner for last year because the coaching was bad. They really messed with his head. They didn't give him a fair enough shot last year, just the way they treated him. So his confidence level, I think, dropped last year. But
right.
I don't agree with trading him because he could be a depth piece. And I know a lot of fans aren't going to like this either, but I think, yeah, and you know what, Ardell, you're absolutely right. He had that one good year, his rookie year. And again, it was because our O-line was so bad, and he just showed that, okay, well, he can play in this system. Let's throw him out there, and let's do this.
Right.
I have a feeling he's odd man out this year. I don't think he makes the starting 5. I really don't. There's talk of him being on the idea of childish, a little bit immature, just the way his antics and the way he's handling himself, I guess, is what they're saying. I really think he could be, again, I think he could be riding the pine and being a fill guy. Right. He's got the ability to play 3 positions, the 2 guards and the center position, so he is versatile. He's not big enough to play tackle, so that ain't happening.
No, not happening.
That ain't happening. But I really think that he's. I think Buford could start over him. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, who's Buford?" The guy's a proven starter in this league. He's had experience starting in games in way better than Kappa and way better than Forsythe's. So
Forsythe, that was his fucking name.
They brought him in for a reason. Forsythe was brought in because of injury to Colton Miller. That's the only reason he was even here.
Yeah.
Left tackles are very difficult to come by.
All
right. Mm-hmm. So now we go and grab this kid Zune, who can also play multiple spots. How does he fit into all this? Does he move ahead of JPJ in the depth chart? We've got a shit ton of offensive linemen. There is a bunch on this list.
And that's not a bad problem to have.
No, it's not. It really isn't. But some of them just aren't as good as others. There's going to be some cuts, and there's going to be some guys thrown on the practice squad.
My bad, real quick. Hey, shout out to Predator. Yeah, thank you, bro, for gifting the one Chidolinus membership. Right? Appreciate you, Anthony. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Money Chuck. Look at Money Chuck agreeing with you, bro. Look at that. We need every offensive line player to our disposal. Meredith included. You heard that, 805? Even Meredith.
With JPJ, would he grab a nice catch in a trade? Maybe, maybe not. But probably more than likely, no. I don't think you're going to get the value back for him you think you're going to. So why would you get rid of him? I'd rather keep him than – so what are you going to keep Dalton Wagner and let him go somewhere? No, I'd rather have a proven depth guy that can come in and be – if he doesn't make the start in 5 – then he's your first man off the bench. First man off the bench.
So your stance before we move on to Will is like, even if he doesn't make the starting 5, you don't trade him. You keep him.
No, I don't agree with trading him. He's still got value.
He's still got value.
And Money Chuck said it right too. With the rest of the offensive line, the one player that does worry me is Colton Miller staying healthy.
Jesus Christ, it's going to be an earthquake today. That's twice we agree with Money Chuck within the last 5 minutes. Shout out to Money Chuck. Hey, bro. Nice to see you around. Big man.
Well, you said earthquake, and your actual camera is like doing.
I did it on
this,
purpose. I went like that. I went like this.
You know,
Yeah.
if Colton Miller stays healthy, then obviously that's, you know, pure lockdown on the left side for us with the left tackle.
Right.
But if he gets hurt, who do we really see going in and taking over that spot that's currently on this roster? That remains to be seen. You can't sit here and tell me that so-and-so is going to step right in for him. Talk to me.
I don't even know anybody's going to because they haven't even put pads on yet.
And then that's the other thing, you know. So all this talk about offensive line and everything's all for nothing until we start smacking heads, you know, and see what they go up against with this newfangled defense that we're going to have with this new front line and linebackers, depending on who's playing linebacker.
What about you, Wilfredo? What are your thoughts on the offensive line and all the depth that we have all of a sudden?
What depth that we have? That's my question. We have zero depth on the offensive line. We have zero depth. We just said we have 2 starters. That's it, right? We only have Tyler.
You hanging out with Jack Kenner too much?
No, hold on. No, I didn't say we have we have players there, but we don't have any solid starters, right?
We said we have 2 slated starters. Everything else is a competition.
That's what I'm saying.
So we didn't say we don't have starters.
No, I said what depth? We don't have depth at the offensive line. Okay, this is.
I disagree 100% on that.
I think the 110 Colorado Sun got to him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, because we're looking at it. Hey, Trey Zune. We don't know if he's a starter in this league. He's still unproven. He's a talented kid, and he can play several different positions.
But can he play them in the NFL?
Yeah. Buford. What has he done in the NFL besides be a backup? Okay. Hey, JPJ, we're saying that he's having problems with his immaturity.
Who's saying that?
People. That's what you just said. That he act childish.
Shout out to Predator. He's got. That's
what Jeff said. Hey, if he's being childish, that he's being immature, that you know it's a personality thing with him. You know, now he's still unproven as well. He only had 1 good year, and after that, he's been injury prone. He's had concussions. We haven't really seen it. DJ Glaze.
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate you, brother.
Are you telling me that he's a starter right now? That he would hold it down on another team? No. So these guys are all unproven. So we have no depth.
I disagree.
I totally disagree.
So tell me where you guys see all these solid starters that we
have.
Say
you just said depth. Now you're saying starters. Make up your mind.
Exactly. Say you use what everyone thinks is going to be the starter.
I said, okay.
Out of the top of our head, right? Way too early to call it, right? But just out of pure being here, right? And whatever. And I say potential. Glaze is the right tackle, right? Who do you put at right guard, Jeff?
If who's the left tackle?
Glaze is the right tackle.
Right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I putting at right guard? Or
you're putting in right guard? Yeah. I think Jack had put up his starting 5 up. I just don't want to go all the way back for that.
Probably Buford.
Okay, you put Buford. Center, you got Lindenbaum, right? Who do you put at left?
No, wait a minute. Buford would be on the left side.
That's what
I mean, right now, technically, it would still be JPJ.
Mm-hmm. JPJ. Okay. And then left tackle, Colton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, behind those 5, say those 5s are mid, below average, whatever, right? Behind those 5, who do we have? Zoom, Rogers, Grant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't understand why Will say we have no depth behind these guys.
But are they talented? Can they play?
The coaching staff obviously thinks so.
I'm saying, yes, they can believe so, but it's still unproven.
Jeez. All of a sudden, he doesn't believe the coaches when he's the
no. Hey, I'm not saying.
You see this, Jeff?
No. Hey, what I'm saying is the thing like this. I don't see a starting offensive line yet. I don't see.
Of course not. Because
hold
it's
on.
too soon.
I don't see a solid. When you're telling me DJ Glaze is a starting right tackle, he got smoked all year last year.
Did he his rookie year?
I'm going to bring something up on the screen.
Go ahead. There you go.
So I just put this together. I grabbed the depth chart, threw it all in there, and just generated this. So as it stands right now, this is what this looks like. If we were to play a game tomorrow, this would be a starting lineup, and then
We
they
definitely need to improve.
So you got Colton Mill at left tackle, Buford at left guard, Linderbaum at center, JPJ at right guard, Glaze at right tackle. Okay.
Right.
Now your depth is behind Colton Miller, Charles Grant, Kaman Missouri, and Nicholas Henning. So this is everybody that's on the roster.
Yeah.
Then you got Mafi behind left guard.
Meredith,
you got Jordan Meredith and Will Putnam as your backup centers. Right guard, you got Trey Zoom, Caleb Rogers, Justin Pickett. Right tackle, you got Glaze, and then you got Dalton Wagner and Isaiah Jada. So this is the list of all.
Can't Grant play or fight for the right tackle position as well?
Yeah, if you can play left, you can play right.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Some guys
if
can.
you can play right, it doesn't necessarily transfer over to the left. You'd like to think it would, but it could.
Now, I'm glad you brought this up. So
I wouldn't trust Glaze at left tackle.
Right. Let's say you take out Missouri, Henning, Pickett, and Isaiah Jetta, right?
Yep.
Unrestricted free agent. They don't make the squad, practice, whatever, right? So that leaves you with Colton, Charles Grant, Buford, Mafi, Lindenbaum, Meredith, Putnam, JPJ, Zoom, Caleb Rogers, Glaze, and Dalton Wagner. I wouldn't feel bad if that's the one we have to work with for the coaches to pick a starting five.
I think I see us going into the start of the season with 9 offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
So Dalton Wagner will go to the practice squad. He's always on the practice squad.
Yeah,
Wagner's just a big body, but he's slow. That's the problem with Dalton Wagner.
And you can't be slow in his zone blocking.
True, because he's got the size and the the just big son of a bitch. So I mean, Putnam will still be around. Meredith will probably still be around. One of those might not, though, because we don't need to carry 3 centers.
Well, but Meredith can play guard as well, right?
Correct. So Putnam may be odd man out because Zoom can play all these positions too. So you've got some flexibility here. That's why I disagreed with Will that we do have some depth. Is it great? No, but I think it's better than what we had last year.
That was my point. That was my only
point. The depth is better this year than last year, 100%. You don't have Capper in here. You don't have Farham. You don't have
I forgot about Farham.
Yeah, he's in New England now. Thank God.
I forgot about Farham. Oh my God.
And Jeff, I agree with you on that part that we have bodies. We have bodies there right now, but we just don't have we have unproven pieces, right? That's why I said right now we have Tyler Lindenbaum and Colton Miller that are 2 solid pieces that we can say those are legitimate starters in the NFL.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys tell me on that roster that you see any legitimate starter in the NFL.
But that's our whole team, though, for the most part, because we're rebuilding. We have young, unproven guys.
Yeah, to be honest with you, when I look at this offensive line,
do this with the D line, Jeff. Do this with the D line.
Oh, give me a second.
Yeah.
With this offensive line right now, the way I look at this, I actually can probably only count on one true bona fide. This guy's going to stop from day one to the end of the season, and that's Lindenbaum. Colton Miller, he'll start the season if he gets out of training camp healthy, but he still makes me nervous because of his past injury history. JPJ, we have no idea how he's going to be this year, if he even makes the starting 5.
Right.
Glaze, I'm not too crazy about how he went last year. Was that part of coaching? Maybe, maybe not. He was the weakness on this team last year at right tackle. Mm-hmm. He gave up a lot last year, and that's just fundamentals and just not being good overall.
Right.
Buford, I think, could be that guy at left guard. So now it comes down to, if Glaze isn't it, do they move Grant over to right tackle?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do we do at that point?
Yeah.
You know, we've got depth at center, guard, either side, left or right. Tackle is still one of the question marks, which is why I was such a big
we get it. You
supporter of grabbing a left tackle in this draft. And the fact that we didn't drives me fucking bananas.
You couldn't grab everything.
No, but if you're going to bring a rookie quarterback in and want him to be the future, you need to make sure you got that left side locked down with a guy that's not injury prone. You know, or if Grant is the guy, then you better give him a shit ton of playing time in the preseason to really let him prove that he can take over if, God forbid, something happens to Colton Miller. Because if Colton Miller goes down, you better pray to God that Grant is the guy. And if he's not, then guess what? You won't see Mendoza on the field this season.
Well, according to Severe, Grant is the guy.
Oh, I know he's, and I trust in Grant. But again, you still don't know how this offensive line's going to mesh. No, you don't know how good they're going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just to clarify, what I wasn't saying we have a legit right tackle. We have someone there who started before. Obviously, they're going to shuffle around. But even just on the list of names that Jeff went out and said right now, I have more confidence in these guys with a different offensive line coach that didn't just show them YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, well, right? Absolutely. Nobody's, and I'm not saying that we're not improved, Cheeto.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm looking at the roster and I'm saying, hey, we have 2 legitimate starters and we have a lot of guys that we have names that are unproven or that are young that we still are looking to solidify. I mean, like, everybody loves JPJ. Now, and let me tell you like this. Raider Nation has an affinity for players, right? They have an affinity for players. They right now, JPJ, everybody loves JPJ, and then you get the people.
Why are you talking about Raider Nation like you're not part of it, bro? That means you too.
I haven't, but I don't have enough like for JPJ.
Maybe not JPJ, but I'm sure you have for certain players.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do.
Well, don't you say like Raider Nation, like you ain't part of it.
But in this situation, I'm not. You're not
on the JPJ bandwagon.
No, because I feel like Jeff said, look, he did a really good job 1 year. And after that, bro, he's been injury prone and unproven.
In 1 year. He's only been here, 3 years?
3 years. Yeah. So this is year number 4, right?
So when you say he's been injury prone, that was 1 year.
He came in with Brock Bowers. This will be Brock Bowers' third year.
Third year, yeah.
But no, he got injured his rookie year too.
Yeah.
No, he started off injured. He played the rest of the season.
And then he got injured the next season.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Allegedly, though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Reportedly, allegedly, because that goes back to the bullshit and why earlier in the show, both of you said a lot of these guys get a pass off last year.
Now, let me ask you like this. Now that it's coming into this year and they're saying, hey, it's a thing with his attitude. You know, now it's year 3.
Who's they other than what Jeff just said?
This is the same thing Jay Rader just told me yesterday that he had heard from an inside scoop.
Oh, God. When did we say we weren't going to do that like 20 minutes ago?
Hey, I did. Did I say I did?
You're the one that's bringing it up. Like, I heard from Jay Rader that he's childish.
No, hey, I said that he said, hey, we have an inside scoop guy that like was like, hey, and then they said,
who's this inside guy?
If I knew this shit, hey, I don't go to verify. I'm not like the police. I'm not immigration. I'm not over here checking your papers, bro.
No, but obviously you're stamping some guy's credential as
what's up, Tokyo Raider? What's up, brother?
It's true. Tokyo Raider, what's up, man? What's going on, man?
So I'll just put it like this. If it's an attitude thing, then you know what, man? Maybe it's him. Maybe it's JPJ.
I could get someone right now to come on the show or maybe on the phone who knows his family and will tell you it's not an attitude problem.
Well, and I'll absolutely agree with you. You know? There's going to be people on both sides.
You know who I'm talking about, Jeff?
Who?
Mike.
Oh,
yeah. That's JPJ supporter right there, man. Shout out to Mike Raiders Against the World. Mm-hmm. No, but I get it. It's still unproven. But to your point, Will, what you're saying, it's not just like that on the offensive line. That's the whole majority of the team.
But
look at our secondary. We have a bunch of unproven
guys.
Right? Our D line, besides Max and Quiddy Pay.
Cheeto, there's a reason that we were the fucking we drafted #1. There's a reason we were fucking bad. We fucking sucked last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I saw that too, Tokyo. I saw that.
There's a lot of freaking holes there. There's a lot of question marks for this year.
There he is. There he is.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I get it. It's good to, but I think because of that, that's what drives me crazy. Where it's like way too soon to say that's the depth chart when we haven't even put pads on, right? Because we really don't know. We don't know.
Like, what'd you say, Cheeto? Go ahead.
It's way too soon to make a depth chart or say who's going to be where or who's horrible because they were bad last year when they haven't even put the pads on it. Right?
I mean, the team has a depth chart right now. If you go to their website, it does show a depth
chart.
Because
they have to.
Yeah, they have to have some semblance of an order of a roster.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and then they work from there. You know, that's where they start, you know.
I mean, this show had
moving the names around on the board.
This show had a different roster when we started, and we're moving names around. We're gonna add a fourth guy next week, or whatever, right? Yeah.
Mystery man.
Right? But yeah, I mean, I think if you can play football, you can play football, is my thing. Right? Now, did coaching have a lot to do with it? Yeah, it did as well. Right? Did the culture around last year fucking horrible? Right? You could feel it when you would go to the games. Trust me. When I went to that Titans game, like it was my birthday and I was happy, but you could just feel how bad the fucking energy was. I felt better energy from that team when we were in Houston.
Yep.
Than I did when I saw them play against the Titans, or when I saw them play against the Chargers, or when I saw them play against the Chiefs. Right? Shit, I saw them play against the Chargers twice because they went to LA.
I won't tell you the game I saw before they went and played Houston.
Right?
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, this ain't true. This ain't true. There was one team that won shit with bad coaching, and that was us. We went to the Super Bowl with the horrible fucking coach. Right? Because he inherited a good fucking team.
But he didn't win shit. He didn't win the Super Bowl.
He won the AFC Championship. You can't say that's not shit.
Winning the AFC Championship, that's like getting the second place trophy, bro.
And as a Raider fan, when was the last time we could say we had one of those?
We fucking sucked for a long time, Cheeto.
Right, but I'm just saying you can't call winning the AFC Championship shit.
But it's not winning the whole shebang.
It's not. It's not.
Nobody remembers who wins second place.
Because the coach was that bad. That's the point.
Thank you. Right? Yeah.
That was, in all honesty, that was Rich Gannon calling those plays all season long. Anyway, I'm sorry. So
that team was a veteran loaded team, right?
Yeah,
that was Rich. Yeah. That was Tim. That was Jerry. That offensive line was fucking.
Yeah, it might have been Gruden's team the year before, but he wasn't the coach at the time. It's just that dumbass coach didn't change anything going into the Super Bowl, knowing damn well Gruden knew everything we were going to run.
And back to what Wilson, depending on what people say, there's a certain player out there, a linebacker that we talked to, that says that Callahan did change it, but he changed it the day before. And that's what threw Baron Robbins off his fucking ass. Right? Because he changed fucking everything that day before.
And he woke up in Tijuana at a donkey show.
And then he woke up in Tijuana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tokyo Radio. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I don't know if you were in the chat already or not. But I honestly think JPJ could be odd man out and not be part of the starting five. I mean, it is a possibility. Who knows?
Now,
is it bad though?
And that's what the next part is expectations, right? Like realistic expectations.
Well, hang on. I got the defense that you wanted.
Oh yeah. Let's see that. Let's see that one. Yeah. All right. Oh, it's got Thomas Booker there, huh? Because it's a 3-4.
Yeah.
Butler, Jonah, Max, Nakobe, Quiddy. Yeah. So the D line would be Jonah, Tonka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adam Butler, J.J. Pegues, Benito Jones, Gary Smith, Brandon Cleveland, Thomas Booker. Wow. And then, of course, Max and Quiddy. I would still consider Max and Quiddy D-line. No? Malcolm Coons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Cleveland is the kid we drafted. No, actually, yeah, he was our last pick.
Mm-hmm. Our last pick.
Benito Jones was the guy that we brought in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, let's see, Trevor.
Yeah, I don't see Lockie on here. Did you not add him?
Yeah, Lockie Tassi's not on there.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is fine, but yeah.
He'd probably he'd be a backup or something.
Yeah. He's all the way at the bottom under the defensive line underneath the full list. He is down there. He's just not on.
And he's still learning how to play football, so it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have I'm willing to bet he's going to get in some play time. Especially in preseason.
I hope so. Yeah.
Better in preseason. I can't imagine.
Yeah, Predator Raider. I don't know if I can eat tacos while I'm watching the donkey show. You really are.
Super chat, brother. Thank you.
Like, wow. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Right.
So at the bottom, it says, note, the table follows ESPN's base 3 defense alignment. The full active defensive line, edge, and linebacker groups are listed. So they're going by the true 3-4 on this.
That's
not so much the hybrid.
That one looks more like the 2-3-4. But yeah.
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 Yeah, Max plays the overhang, and then Pay plays the other overhang.
Man, bueno, and I think that's what a lot of what do they call it when you're negative? All negative. A lot of the negative Raider fans will say, right? Is that
no, we don't have negative Raider fans. Come on. Everybody's upbeat and positive. Come on.
Yeah.
So I even went a step further.
Oh Lord.
I did the depth chart for the secondary.
And even that is young. It's super young.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Stokes was here 1 year.
Stokes is what? The old
Stokes is the veteran, bro.
Yeah, he's the oldest one.
Yeah. Jeremy Chin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Chin. Darian Porter. We're going on year 3 as well?
Mm-hmm.
No. 2?
No, Porter was last year.
Okay, so he's year 2? Yeah.
Yeah, this would be year 2 for him.
Teron Johnson, a 30-year-old with injury history.
Mm-hmm.
Who's disgruntled because he wants more money.
Yeah.
Right?
And we'll end up getting beat out by Stooks.
And we'll probably end up getting beat out by Stooks. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Gerard McCoy, like I said, I'm not, if he starts, great. If he doesn't, I'm not going to cry about it. Decam was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he missed all season last year because of injury.
Yeah. See, that's the draft class that needs to show up this year, is that one from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Or even 4, my boy Big Mike.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that they realize that, hey, we had lack of safeties and
man,
look at the amount of safeties that are listed here.
The secondary. You know, it's funny because when we did the draft talks on our shows, right? I did my show with Rundown, the State of the Nation. Bro, I remember Rundown saying he would be so mad if we drafted a corner. And I was like, bro, I wouldn't. Mind you, I was shocked we took one in the second round with that pick. But I told him I wouldn't be mad because I always saw we needed depth in that secondary. We needed to start getting, if we were going to do it through free agency, then we needed to start doing it in the draft and start getting some dogs or some balls in that. Right? Because sooner or later, like, we can just keep going with the Caillou Blue Kellys and shit like that, you know? Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. You look at this list of everybody that's in the secondary here, and then go back 2 or 3 seasons ago and look back through those 3 seasons and see how much it's changed as far as the youth movement, number one, and the quality of players too. You know, like there's no more. We don't have these tired, beat up guys back there where we're like just praying to God that they can survive a game.
Right.
You know, got youth. You know,
like that year we signed Marcus Peters.
Yeah, and that's recycled players. Recycled players, man. I'm like, we're young. And I'll be like, the secondary matters.
And this is where, like I said to Jack earlier, when he said, how many rookies you want and everything. You look at how many on this list that we've drafted in the last 2 years or 3 years. You know, so you've got Porter, you've got Stoops, you've got McCoy.
Isaiah was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a bunch of guys in here that you've drafted.
Yeah.
You know, so again, this is how you build a team going forward. You know, you don't build it and bring it in free agents. That's what they tried doing last year. If everybody just goes back to the beginning of Pete Carroll's reign, you look at what they brought in for free agents. He tried building a team in free agency and not so much.
He wanted to win now. We're going to win now.
I'm going to win 10 games. I'm here to win games. Yeah. How'd that go for you?
You were here to get us the number 1 overall pick, bro. That's what you were here for.
Yeah. You missed the mark by 7 games. That's a month and a half of football you fucked up.
Right? Yeah. Well, but I do like about this, and I love that Jeff brought it out about draft and the young guys, is Zeke Massis, right? Dalton Johnson, right? We still don't know what we have in Darian Porter, right? But he showed something, right? DCAM, I don't know, bro. You need to show up. Either that or you're done this year. And this is your third. Yeah, DCAM, you need to show. Eric Stokes did good for us last year. You know, he did better than I thought he would. So shout out to him, right? Now too, with the hybrid defense, you can have some of these dudes playing like that free roaming safety, you know? Shit that would benefit someone like Isaiah, right? And they also went on and they got guys that go after the ball.
Yep.
You know, they trade on Stoops, Dalton Johnson, you know? They went and they finally did that. So they may be rookies, but it's a promising thing, right? We still have to see what they can do, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't do the go get the old corner thing. Like that dude that everybody wanted that was in Kansas City, went to Tennessee, and is now back in Kansas City.
Oh,
what's his name?
He just went Sneed.
Sneed.
Jadarius Sneed.
Yeah. Man, DCAM won't go to the practice squad, bro. DCAM gonna get cut if he can't even make it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be done.
Yeah. You know what that addresses, Cheeto, is that we play in the AFC West, right? What does every team in the AFC West have? They have a quarterback. They have a high-powered offense.
I think that's what they realized.
You got to be able to cover. Now that we're going to be able to go with the youth movement, unproven, got it. But we got guys that you said create turnovers, go after the ball, try to make big things happen on that back end. Bro, this is what's going to give us the ability to give those front 4, those front 8 to get to the quarterback. If we can cover, give them a little bit more time, that's going to give the offense more opportunities. Right. So when you look at that youth movement, man, they're going to get good. They give them 3 years. Give that group 3 years and see what they do.
And I keep saying this too. It's like they definitely obviously saw that there was a dire need in our secondary. And like you just mentioned, look at the 3 teams in our division. So basically what they're doing is they're setting this team up for the future to be competitive in our own division first. And that's how it should be. You have to compete against the teams you play twice every season. Okay. Yeah. Because if you go in and you go 0-6 in your division, your season's pretty much already a wash. Okay. Because you're going to be bottom of the barrel for any type of tiebreakers in your division. So winning your division is not going to be easy going 0-6. Okay. So by being competitive in our own division, that's where it starts. And that's why I keep telling people, don't be enamored with beating all these other teams in the NFL. Let's worry about beating the 3 teams that we have in our own division. You've got 3 good quarterbacks. Yep. You got 3 good quarterbacks. You got 3 really good head coaches. One of them, multiple Super Bowls recently. You've got good defenses all around.
Oh my God, Denver's defense is fucking.
Denver's defense is insane. Mahomes just got locked in until 2033 at the $500 million man.
Right.
So these guys aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
And he has a running back now.
Yeah, all these teams have running backs now. They've got receivers, they got quarterbacks. They're well better put together than we are. We don't know what we are yet. We're still a hidden identity. We're still in disguise.
But I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that. Because
I do too.
Building it, so we're gonna build our own identity in this division. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like that. Yeah, young secondary. Well, unproven. Young O-line.
Hey, and that's what it is. And that's
Yeah.
that's why we were the #1 pick in the draft. Because we were that fucking bad.
Right.
But again, I go like, hey, man, do we see that there's going to be possibilities with these guys? That's why when people are saying, oh, Buford might start. Cool. Fuck, I'm glad we picked him up then.
And it would make sense when he has experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Like in this offense. Yeah.
And if he's not the long-term plan, it gives the guys behind him time to learn the system and get better. Because those guys are young.
Yes. Yes.
But now we have depth. See how that works?
But
and Buford's young. He's only 25.
No,
so you think about it. On the offensive line, Colton Miller is by far the oldest guy on this line.
Yeah. And he's 29, right? 30?
Everybody, yeah, he's going to be 30. Everybody else on this offensive line is around 24 years old, except for like Zoom. Well, Grant and Rogers, they're a year older.
Zoom was one of those college forever guys too? Or was he young?
Let me see. What's his age?
I think Zoom was one of those college forever guys.
No, he's not a college forever guy. He's a 4-year guy.
So he's like 21, 22?
Yep.
That's what I'm going to check right now. See how old he is. Zoom.
I'm so glad that's like
he's 23.
23. Okay. One extra year. COVID year. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, he just didn't take advantage of like some other pools. Motherfuckers coming into the league at 25, 26 years old.
Let me ask you guys this. Why is it bad that JPJ could be a 6th man in the rotation?
I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it really is.
I think him not being a starter is not good. Like, I'm like, who cares? He could be 6 or 7.
You know why, though? I'll tell you why. And it goes back to what Jeff was saying about value of a pick. Because he was our 2nd round pick, you don't want your 2nd round pick to be a 6th man. You expect your 1st, 2nd, maybe sometimes your 3rd round picks to be starters.
Yeah.
I think that's why it would be bad, right? Yeah.
I can see what you're saying there.
What up, Steven? Hey, happy birthday to Steven Raider Chavez out in the 916 Sacramento, my brother. Shout out to you.
Salute.
Happy birthday, brother.
Saludos. Happy 21st birthday. Hey, you know what, real quick, before we move on, I know we talk about nation divided and all this. Let me just say this. Steven knows my situation. He knows I just found a job. The other day he called me, bro. We were on the phone for like a fucking hour. And it wasn't all about Raiders. He just wanted to see how I was doing, how things were going, how was I transitioning over, right? Things like that. So shout out to him, man, for being just a good dude, an overall friend. And I really appreciated that, Steven, for real, man. So shout out to you, big dog, and happy birthday. And to me, that's what the Raider Nation is about. You know, I would never have met him had I not gone to the thing last year. It was Will and them, right? And it's through there that I met him, and now he's become like a brother to me. So, yeah, shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What other one was it? That was the one. Oh, there's another one, and shout out to Murph, because this is another one that I saw. But Murph brought it up on one of his videos. And I like Murph's little 8-minute videos. They make me laugh. You just let shit up. And I love it. I like it. But a lot of the media, and this goes to national media now, right, seems to think that we're doing a disservice to our quarterback, to our offense, to our future by not going out there and grabbing a wide receiver or trading for us. Right? We missed the opportunity with the A.J. Brown thing. Yeah. This is coming from like NBC reports and Sports Illustrated. And man, and the only reason I bring it up, and it's just because Murphy made it a point, and I agree with him, that's when you can tell that people don't know the pulse of the Raiders and what we're doing. When they make shit like that, because at that point, they're just playing Madden GMs.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at seeing what's out there, and there's a wide receiver. Who needs one? The Raiders do. Let's just put him there. Without going into what Kubiak and these guys are trying to build.
Like how as soon as Booty became the topic, they were like, oh, he could go to the Raiders.
I was waiting for you to say that. Because I know how much you love New England.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jay. What's going on, Johnny?
Hey, Jeff, what's a quarterback's best friend?
Offensive line.
An offensive line in the fucking running game.
Like, well, exactly. It's actually a center because, I mean, You're the two closest on the
We're
field.
all over the place. I was gonna say his OC.
But I'll be like, no, but honestly, it's his offensive line and a good running game. Right? That's the best friend for a freaking quarterback. We don't need this big time wide receiver to make a big splash. We need to run the fucking football, play good defense, and allow these guys to grow. I'd be like, they'll make their plays. That's the thing when people go and they say, oh, well, AJ Brown makes a difference on a good fucking team. When you can run the football, when you can throw the ball to other options and you have all these other guys and you have good coaching, a good culture, you can bring guys like that.
Tight end is a quarterback's best friend. See, we all got different opinions.
I honestly, I think it's the offensive line as a body of work.
Yeah,
but it's the center. Go back to Peyton Manning when he was with the Colts.
He's looking at Jeff Saturday.
Yep. You knew that right off the top of your head, and not because he just was. Again, it's the position. How about Jalen Hurts and who?
Oh, Kelsey, Jason.
It's shit like that. These players become the offensive linemen, like the center and the quarterback become so close, and they because they're basically at one point they're two people melded together because of where his hands are. Okay, that's number one. Rodney Hudson. Exactly. I mean, you think back to all these teams that have success. They have a really top-notch center that goes with that top quarterback that they have. So it starts with the communication between those two, because quarterback is the quarterback. He's the field general of that team. Number two in command is basically your center, because your center is the one that's calling out the audibles for the offensive line. And if he doesn't get it right, your quarterback's going to be on his ass.
Oh, my God. Remember all the stupid shit we saw with them last year when they were trying to do shit?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, for whatever reason, they kept saying JPJ couldn't get the signals down.
Right.
He couldn't read the defenses. So even when he was playing center, Kappa was playing right guard, and Kappa was calling out the audibles, which is not how it should be. Okay. Right. And then that's pretty much why they switched him to center and moved JPJ to guard, and then they just fucked with him the rest of the season.
Right. Yeah. But even then, because Kappa wasn't the greatest center, the calls were all some dudes didn't know what the fuck they were doing on that O-line. Yep. They didn't know who to block.
Oh, it was obvious. It was totally obvious. People were not hitting their blocks. They weren't.
Bro, the GM was coaching the offensive line with YouTube. We all know this.
It's disgusting when you look back at last year. Last year, I mean, we could have all just gone to sleep after week one and just woken up after the draft and go, what the hell happened? Just save me the pain and aggravation of watching 17 games of crap.
So do you all agree that needs to stop too? That we need a wide receiver one? We need a wide receiver.
At this point, no. We just go with what we got. There's no need at this point. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. If somebody that's a top quality type guy gets cut that you think might be a fit for this system, he might be.
Cuts high quality
they're not going to cut a guy like that.
Reason rookie overtakes him. A second-year guy steps up. Craziest shit's happened.
You know the one craziest shit has happened? The one that drives me the craziest, Joe. Go get Brandon Ayuk.
Why?
He's familiar with Clinton. Why? What you say? Drama. Why would you go get a guy who's over there laughing? They gave me all this money. Really? Why would you want that guy here?
Bro, didn't we already have that experience once? Didn't we?
Yeah, AB.
AB, yeah. Antonio Brown. We already went through that. Why do we want to go back through the same fucking rodeo and then get the same results? You know what? I'm cool on that, man. I'm cool.
Yeah. That sounds like the definition of insanity.
To keep doing that shit over and over. Yeah.
What? I mean,
expecting a different result and getting the same one?
And what are the 49ers going to ask for Ayuk, bro? They're not just going to give him away.
What's the other one? Debo? Debo's out there too as a free agent?
Debo's another. Debo's nice.
Go weigh Debo. Go see how much he weighs right now.
Well, free agent's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Free agency is different. But when you're talking about.
But even then, would you bring in a free agent like Stephon Diggs or Debo?
Not Stephon Diggs. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no Cardi B freaking wet ass pussy or nothing like that, or fucking 10 baby mamas and all that other shit. I don't need that shit on this team.
Tyreek Hill.
No, I don't need him and his 50 baby mamas and his fucking fat pimping whatever thing that broke her leg at his house with all this drama.
Jesus.
That's straight up, bro. You don't need that drama. You need a guy that's just gonna. Hey, Debo. The reason that Debo is so appealing is because you don't hear about that type of drama with Debo. Does he have off the field issues?
On the field
Was Kubiak and San Fran when Debo was?
I think it has to do with the Shanahan system, similarities. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was on there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I'm like, you don't want to deal with any issues, man. I'm like, this team isn't strong enough in the locker room.
Well, speaking of issues, our face of the nation, Maxwell Crosby.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Maximus Crosby, you miss, right? And I'm not even going to bring up the other stuff. I would just say this. There's part of the nation that will never or still have not get over him saying Flock Nation when the trade happened.
Right? Facts.
I'm past that.
There's some of the nation that's upset with his whole music thing. Like, bro, focus on fucking football. Right?
Facts.
And then there's some that are upset because of his contract. Because the other day, Jeff, I forgot to send it to you. I saw this thing that said Max has the 8th worst contract for a team in the league. And then it broke down why. And one of the reasons was because of how much we paid him in the last 2 years and how he's always ended an injury and he hasn't amounted more than 10 sacks. Right?
I can hear the echoes of past shows that I've said something similar to that, right?
And then just to add the ending part, Myles Garrett trade just added even more fuel to that fire.
Well, real quick on the Max thing for me,
mm-hmm.
I guess what kind of pissed me off a little bit here was when he did come back to us after the Ravens thing fell through. Right. He had the chance, a small amount of time, but he still had the chance to show how committed he was to being back with the Raiders. He had the opportunity to restructure his contract. And he didn't.
You said that, yeah.
And he could have saved some cap space for us, and he didn't. Mm-hmm. So that right there tells me that he's not in it for the long haul with us. Okay. So that's kind of a little bit of what pissed me off with him too.
Yeah, because I do remember you saying that when he came back, even though we can afford the guys we got, but if he was to restructure at that point,
we could have saved us even more money and made it even better for us, is what I was getting at then. You're absolutely correct.
Shout out, Larray.
Plus the fact that we lost the number 14 pick still hurts too.
Hey, you know what hurts more? When you see what like the Rams gave up for Myles and what we were going to get for Max.
Yeah.
You know?
And people still think we're going to get 2 firsts and all this crazy shit for him.
No, unless we're shitty and he's having like a good year before the trade deadline, like he's on fire or whatever, he's balling, and then the Raiders decide to get the most out of him at that point, because we're not going anywhere this season, but Max is playing good, then you could probably get, but you won't get 2 firsts though. No.
What do you consider playing good?
15 plus sacks, bro.
10 sacks. That's his average. Remember that.
We're talking about before the trade deadline.
He's elite at 10 sacks average a season. Elite.
I don't give a fuck about your averages, bro. He needs to show up.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so let's go there. Show up how? Because Jeff is always pointing out sacks.
Okay, look, right? Bro. I want 15 sacks.
This season,
15 sacks. You need to have maximum TFLs. I don't want to see this whole thing where you over pursue a guy and you chasing him like a chicken with your head cut off. I'll be like, if you're going to be a killer, be a killer. Kill. Go get that motherfucker. But don't sit here and chase this chicken and then let these guys loose. That's what I want to see.
When was he chasing someone like a chicken?
Bro, anytime that he over pursues a quarterback, bro, like he's notorious for that.
It happens a lot?
Yes. Bad angles. Bro,
no, we're getting there, 5. Asking for
so when you look at it,
he
bro,
takes too wide of a swing most of the time, okay? That's number one. And I covered this the last time we talked about this. He can get shut down. It happened last year against the Chargers, that Monday night game, week 2.
Yeah.
You know, Pimpkins, a guy that's not even the normal starter at right tackle, shut Max down. Max barely even got in the backfield that day. Baker Mayfield in that game, he's running around like crazy. Baker Mayfield, he had him in the grasp I don't know how many times, and he still got away. Don't we forget the game that we lost to Arizona a couple of years ago? That little play that Kyler Murray did, it made him look like he was wearing cement shoes.
Oh, Kyler did that to the entire fucking defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're an elite. You're elite. Remember, you're elite. Should have had
a Pro Bowler, bro. You're a killer. You got to kill.
Shout out to Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowl quarterback. Yes, yes.
Bad ankles or bad ankles. Yeah, both.
Yeah. So I'm glad Tanner brought this up because this is always what people will say when we say man. But Max needs a wingman, so he is not triple covered. Does Myles Garrett need a wingman?
Does Myles Garrett? Yeah, that's exactly. I don't see no fucking.
Does T.J. Watt need a wingman? Does Micah Parsons was having a fucking amazing year?
Yeah, he was
until he got hurt. Until he got hurt, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was on a whole new team.
And it goes back to
with the Cowboys. That was with a whole new team. He was on fire.
And it goes back to what Jeff was saying. Okay, there's times you might see him getting triple, but then there's also times where you see him one-on-one, like against Pipkin in that Charger game, right? And he did shut him down. He did. Yeah.
Didn't Max Crosby come out and say it? He said he told some player, "You got to win your one-on-ones."
Lockie Tossie did. Lockie, when Samoa interviewed him.
Jack, it wasn't Joe Alt, by the way. It was Pimpkins. It wasn't Joe Alt.
Yeah, it was Pimpkins. Trust me, we went over that film after that game because we do our connection show. Trust me, Jeff pointed it out. But no, Lockie Tossie, he was asked, "What has Max told you, or what has he taught you about the game?" And that's what Lockie said. Max said, "You got to win your one-on-ones. You have to win your one-on-ones if you want to stay in this league."
There's times where
he needs to take the same advice too.
Yeah. Because Max don't win his one-on-ones all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I'm like, yo, talk about it, be about it. And bro, like right now, Max, he went to go see the UFC fight and go do all these great things. I'm like, that's fantastic. Big dog, do you can do whatever you want. But right now, bro, it's make it or break it. When you come back to this team, you better be fucking getting 15 plus sacks and you better be playing like your hair's on fucking fire.
15.
You're getting paid like it. Myles Garrett is fucking no excuses, bro. Myles Garrett is fucking doing it. Like you said, he don't got no fucking Batman and Robin.
And that was on a shitty Cleveland team.
Yeah.
I know Tanner said that our line was so bad that Max was the only stud on the line. Myles Garrett has had nothing to compliment him for years over there, and he's still produced. Now he's going on a team. Now he's going to a team that can put points on the board with their offense. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to have less pressure to have to, shut down an offense.
Can you imagine a Myles that has coming with ears peering back because they have such a big lead?
Yeah,
you kidding me,
how
bro?
fucking scary is that, bro?
And the thing is, he's going to make it there, and he's going to make that play.
Mm-hmm.
I love Max, bro, but it's just like Jeff says, there's too many plays that he's leaving out on the field that are incomplete.
Yeah.
You put pressure
and I'm so glad Tanner said it. Yes, Myles is better. But if us as a nation are referring to him as elite, then that's what Jeff and Will are saying. They want to see elite numbers.
Let's put it this way. You put Myles Garrett on this team and move Max to Cleveland, Myles Garrett would still do what he's doing now with this team, no matter how bad we are, and Max would not even be close.
Bro, he just had Mason Graham last season, and Mason Graham didn't start playing good till the second half of the season. So it's not like he needed Mason Graham.
Max wouldn't be the same Max if he was in Cleveland. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. So if he had been drafted by Cleveland and Myles Garrett was drafted by us, it'd be night and day.
If anything, Mason Graham is going to suffer because Myles ain't there no more.
Let's just put it like this, bro.
Yeah.
You trade Max Crosby for Myles Garrett and you call it an upgrade.
Oh, instantly.
An instant upgrade. You're saying that this defense has now become ferocious up front.
Right. So that's what you guys want to see then with Max is Myles Garrett type play.
I want
I
to see
want him to earn the money that we're paying him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to analyze the other.
I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this. He's not a fan of Mason Graham.
He wasn't as good as everybody thinks he was last year. He didn't come on until late.
Right.
Schlesinger, the linebacker, played better than him most of the season.
Oh, Schlesinger's good.
Yeah.
I wanted Schlesinger so bad.
Good.
Another linebacker. God damn it. Yeah. And what a great transition to our quarterback 3 conversation. Today, I heard Kubiak say, watch out for AOC. He might be the starter. Those are the exact words. Those are the exact words you heard, Tanners? Or those are the exact words? Someone please show me those exact words. That's what he said. Or did he say everyone's competing? And he wants them all to compete. I mean, yeah, but quarterback.
No. I am so tired of hearing that AOC is going to be the starter on this team. Can we just all get along and be like, yo, Kirk Cousins will be the starter of this team until he loses that job?
Me too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, AOC literally, what has AOC done? Please tell me, guys, like, what has AOC done that is far superior than what Kirk Cousins has done?
I'll tell you what he's done. His first 17 game numbers.
I was waiting for you to say that because I was going to say it if you didn't.
Of Tom Brady, Joe Montana. It may have took him a couple years to get to 17 games. All right, may have took him a couple years.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It didn't take him a season or two to get to 17 games. But hey, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. 805 was on a good one. I love it. He did. And I'm going to say this because he did say watch out. But he said that because if you are thinking about trading him, right? I don't think they should. We'll get into that right now. What else are you going to say other than watch out for this guy? He can be a starter in this league, right? Because now you would have interest from other teams who might be a quarterback.
Yep.
You're not going to say out there a lot of that dude's just the backup. Like, what coach is going to go out there and do that? What GM is going to go out there and say that?
You got to get maximum value for this guy. I mean, like, honestly, like if you got AOC, somebody must be blowing it up back there. But so if you look at it, why would you say that AOC isn't ready to play? As a coach,
you wouldn't.
Yeah. And honestly, again, Cheeto, we are in OTAs.
Mm-hmm.
We are in shorts and a t-shirt. Like, there's no pressure. There's nobody rushing you. You're literally going through the motions. So I'd be like, right now, shouldn't every player look ready to play?
Right.
I'd be like, there's nothing to evaluate. What is Kubiak evaluating? 4 or 5 days of practice?
Good. His ability to learn the playbook, his ability to...
No, water's running somewhere and everybody's in bed. I don't know what the fuck's running. It sounds like my hose out, water outside is running.
Whoa. I bet you he's just going after a smoke. This is a way of taking a smoke break.
Smoke break.
No, but I think that's what they're evaluating, right? His ability to lead, see what kind of player, see what kind of a football player he is, you know? Someone who knows we just drafted a guy number 1 overall. So that obviously tells me that you are not the future of this organization. So how are you going to react to that? Mm-hmm.
But hasn't it been like that for him every year? Tell me what's different this year than like other years with AOC. Nobody's ever thought that he's a starter. Nobody like really has said, "Oh yeah, you know, AOC's a fucking dog."
Yeah.
You know, it's been AOC.
I don't know. I heard 805 the other day praising him on his show about how he was this big time quarterback coming out of Purdue and the numbers. Man, if I played fucking 7 years in Purdue, I would have that many fucking numbers too.
I would lead the Big Ten in yardage as well if I was at Purdue for 10 years.
Right.
I'm back.
You good?
Yeah. No, my daughter's still upstairs. She must have.
You're not flooding?
She's doing something. No, she's doing something in the kitchen. It's the sink running. Just normally I don't hear it like that this late at night. I was like, what the fuck? AC's also. It's not that.
Oh. Yeah. Why would Jeff go off though? I mean, Jeff, go ahead. The quarterback situation. How are you feeling about the quarterback situation? 3 quarterbacks,
It is what it is.
2 AOC. Like,
we're gonna carry 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, we're gonna carry 3. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
It's a roster spot. Most teams don't carry 3.
Yeah, but
last year. But you're not gonna. So if we don't carry 3 and we do something with AOC where he's gone, so we go with Gino. Oh my god, that's how traumatized I am from last year.
It's my mic, not about.
We go with
Kirk
Cousins as the starter. Mendoza is now the backup. If Kirk Cousins gets hurt week 1, now we're throwing Mendoza out there with an unproven offensive line with no additional backup.
Agreed.
And then, all right, now Cousins is out for a while. Now we're scrambling to find another quarterback. No, we're gonna
like we did last year when Aiden got hurt in the preseason and we traded for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with 3. I can't see us. We're not gonna put any of these guys on the practice squad. Not even the guy we drafted later on. He's gonna be cut. Well, the guy we picked up in undrafted.
Yeah. I do too. I think he'll be the backup, and that's fine.
I do too. I think the season starts with Mendoza as QB3 right now. And he only comes in an emergency situation.
And I'm glad you said that. Is that a bad thing? Because a lot of people get in their head, this guy's number 1, and he couldn't beat out Aiden.
Are you kidding me, bro? It's not that. It's not that he couldn't beat out Aiden. It's like, hey, why can't we take the time to develop this guy so his head doesn't get fucked up when it really comes down to it?
Jeez.
Like, literally, like, hey, man, this guy's not going to be prepared.
Where did I find these people that make sense sometimes? Oh, my God.
Like, it makes no sense, man, to be like, hey, let's throw this guy to the fire unprepared and then fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
We've done that with so many players, with so many quarterbacks. I'll be like, why not just do it the right way? Why can't he sit on the bench and learn from a seasoned quarterback that has proven that he's been winning this league and can lead players? Right. It's all right. I mean, like, fucking, that's how teams have done it for years. But we want to reinvent the fucking wheel.
No. Not teams have done it for because there are teams that have thrown their guy out there.
And how many of those guys stay around and be successful?
Well, recent because there's some that are recently. That's why people want us to do it. You look at JD5, right? You look at
he had one good year and then got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he had one good year and then he got hurt. Then you look at Drake May. Drake May had a terrible rookie season.
Terrible?
His rookie season?
No, he didn't.
Was it his? Then what year did he struggle? Because I know that he had a bad year.
He didn't have a bad year. He came in later his first year. They didn't start him in the beginning.
Oh, I thought that they started him in the beginning.
No.
His rookie year was Jared Mayo's last. One and only season coaching the team. That was the problem.
The debauchery of the Jared Mayo. We're gonna wait for.
You saw how good he was last year. It's just what was bad was their offensive line.
Yeah.
See, folks, bad offensive line, and what happens?
They have a wide receiver. Now he has a wide receiver, Drake May.
They drafted an offensive lineman in the first round.
They drafted offensive lineman. Mm-hmm.
And they lost because of their offensive line.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree with that guy.
Yeah, and I think that's what we've been saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, he's saying we keep AOC 12 next year too because Cousins will be gone. Someone's going to back up Mendoza. Why not a guy that's already been here?
Yeah,
he's not going to question arm and a leg. I'm fine with AOC 12 as a backup coming in spot duty. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know, a guy that's familiar with the players. He's familiar with the scheme already. Now he's going to have a year under the belt with the new head coach and the offensive scheme.
With the team.
Why wouldn't it? Absolute sense.
You want someone that's just going to be able to step in, is already comfortable, and go.
So we're not going to go get Sorsby to be the backup?
No, we're not.
Damn it.
What do you want? Let me ask you this, Cheeto. Would you want that?
What?
Would you want a guy like that on your team?
What's up, Rorschach?
Are you kidding me? No. Hell no. Yeah. I don't
Jeff?
care how talented that kid is, bro. Like,
Who,
no.
who are you talking about?
Sorsby. Would you take a guy like that just came off gambling, even though
Not right now, no. No. If we didn't take Mendoza and we did something different, then I would seriously consider it. But now,
do you know how petty Sorsby is? So when
I really don't care. Can he play? That's all that matters to me.
He can play. Sorsby can play.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Sorsby can play. Yeah. But
that's all
when
that matters.
They reinstated him into the NCAA, on his Instagram, he put, "I bet on myself." See?
That's something I would say. Good for him. Seriously.
Like
that's right. I am petty sometimes.
Like
right.
this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Right? Like, jeez. Yeah.
So then with all those character issues, why would you take them? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you have to have a real strong team.
It's not all. It's the one character issue, the gambling.
Yeah.
The kid can play.
Again, his talent could outweigh that issue is what it comes down to.
Yeah, and that's because
it's a gambling thing. It's not domestic violence.
No,
it's not vehicular homicide. It's not DUIs up the wazoo.
Right.
It's not all. It's not stuff that's damaging to other people in a physical manner.
Right,
this is something where he walked up with some money, went to a bookie or whatever, and said, "Here, betting that on Texas Tech on the over." Okay,
now
disappears.
It might not be bad, like how Jeff is saying. He's not beating people up.
It's against the rules. He broke rules.
He broke the rules, but to players who have played here for long, and Lincoln Kennedy was upset, about what Sorsby did because of the integrity of the game and the game that he cherishes that he played for so long. So
I get that part too.
Exactly, yeah,
I get that, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But darn well, whoever picks him up, the NFL is going to have a talk.
Could you not see Jerry Jones doing it?
Oh yeah,
I've already said Dallas is one of them.
Yeah,
they'll take that risk if they see that the reward outweighs the risk. Yep,
right.
I think it makes a difference on, like you said, it's going to be a strong organization. All right, is Dallas considered a strong organization? I mean, Jerry Jones rules the roost.
He rules. Yeah, he rules over there.
Cocaine and hookers with
strong organization. I think of teams like the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Rams. Teams that can keep somebody like that under control in a way.
I wonder if the Eagles would do it since they have their issues with Jalen.
And that's why I say the Eagles, because Jalen Hurts. He's starting to show signs of wear and tear.
The fans are
he's not playing up to his fullest potential. I don't see him going. I mean, the Dolphins could end up going for him, but they don't have a strong team around him right now. Like ownership and GM and coaches and all that. You got brand new coach, and like you said, Pittsburgh. The Rooney family is still involved, so it might work there. Would it work in Detroit? Possibly, because you've got a coach that's hard-nosed. Would it work in Chicago? Maybe, but they're going to be in kind of disarray now too because they're going to be moving. So that changes things.
What about Denver? Sean Payton's ass.
I was just going to Denver. I mean, I'm looking at our division itself. Denver, San Diego, LA, and the Chiefs definitely could be one of those.
Because there's like some tension between Peyton and Knicks because of the whole injury thing, right?
Yeah, if I would have known that it was that bad, I wouldn't have drafted him. Yeah. I mean, that definitely is a possibility. Could Tampa Bay be a possibility? Who knows? Because who's behind?
They're in a contract with
Mayfield.
Baker. Yeah.
Who's behind him? Is Atlanta a possibility?
Yeah.
I think
Arizona.
Possibility.
Arizona, new head coach coming in.
That's why I brought up Arizona because they got it. But didn't they draft? Who did they draft? Didn't they draft a rookie? Drew Waller. Who they drafted?
Yeah, I think I know they did late in the draft. I think, or
yeah. Yeah, Sorsby definitely has talent. Definitely has talent. Yeah.
What's up, John Dowd?
What's going on, John Doe? What's going on? But yeah, man. I mean, hey, crazy. We had a lot of shit to talk about, and we're in the down season, huh? Mm-hmm.
There's
Right,
always
right.
lots to talk about, bro.
But anyway, we could talk about
Anybody
real.
watch the UFC fight Sunday night?
Oh,
I just caught the last one. I was watching the World
I
Cup.
did too. I forgot it was on Peacock. Damn it! I would have been watching the whole damn thing.
Paramount.
I was pissed. No, sorry,
UFC's on Paramount. Yeah. World
Paramount,
Cup's on
my bad.
Peacock. Yeah.
I
Back.
caught the last.
yeah,
I caught the last match.
That was back. Uh-huh.
Back. All right, Carson back. Yep.
Yeah. That's back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, now we're down to Will's favorite part of the show, the Raider events.
Oh, we got a match.
Anything coming up? Anything you guys want to put out there? I gotta find mine.
What's up, Manuel?
Fuck, I put it. Mm-hmm.
Cheeto has his backpack event.
That's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm.
I like it, you know, shoot.
Jeff, you have the flyers you were gonna share?
No.
No.
Come on, Cheeto, you gotta have it together, bro.
I thought you guys had this whole thing like already lined up. I was gonna have time to.
Oh, you're producing the show tonight.
You were the producer, remember?
Yeah, but I told you guys.
I mean, you saw what Will did last week. It was like 30 things at the bottom of the screen last week.
Oh my god, in one long ass month.
Yeah, I was gonna say in one 45-minute video.
Jesus Christ, that shit was long. Oh my god.
All I know is I did not get I didn't get the email that I was supposed to get from a certain person today.
Oh, that's why I was asking, asshole. That's all you
Oh, that? No, I didn't get that. But I think
okay.
Will knows the full details on it. So
does he? Well, you guys already wasted your time, so now I'm gonna go first. Mm-hmm.
I do have something to add, though.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Before we do events, football related?
No, it's an event thing. It's an event thing, but go ahead. You do your thing first.
First of all, we're a Notorious team, okay? But yes. Right. But anyway, Fremont Raider Nation block party, right? Home opening weekend in Las Vegas. Your boy Cheeto will be at Fremont. I will be at the Fremont Country Club. We will have the Cheeto Lounge in full effect. We will have new merch, everything out there. So make sure you grab your tickets. The performer, one of the performers has already been announced. It is none other than West CFLE, Dub C himself, Westside Connection, will be the performer there. So if you want, that's one of the things you want to do. Go ahead and grab your tickets. You can see this flyer on my page, on Raider Crusaders, as well as my other people. There you go, Jeff.
Yeah. I have to physically put my fingers together.
I saw him go like this. Right. So Silver and Black Weekend, you know, that's one of the events. That's the one where I will be at Saturday. And then of course we have other ones. We do have the Friday.
Right? Road Island.
I didn't save them. Do you have the one for the Fremont on Friday? Let me look for it. I think I have it on my other page.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead and share what you were going to share. Mm-hmm.
I don't have a flyer to put up yet. I haven't made it. I'm gonna probably do that.
Oh, your signing thing?
Yes. So anybody that's coming out to New York for the Raiders Jets game, I've got an update on the Saturday night party at Reds. So what's going to happen now is the party starts at 6 o'clock. The place doesn't close till 2, so we can stay there as long as we want. We've got the entire first floor. Huh?
Dress up party?
Yes. So Saturday night in New York, in New Jersey at Reds, it's Halloween night. So it's going to be costume optional. We're going to turn into a Halloween party while we're there. So if you want to wear a costume, go for it.
She may or may not be dressed as a Ghostbuster that day.
But one of the big things that's going to go on at this, it's now turned into a book signing by Phil Villapiano.
Oh, shit. Oh.
So this is 100% confirmed today. So Phil will be there signing books. His new book that just came out, Just Tackle, Baby. It's from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. He'll be signing the books. The books are $30 a piece. at $10 for the autograph. So $40 gets you the book and the autograph. If you already have your book and you're bringing it with you, it's just a charge of $10 for the autograph. But he will have books for sale if you haven't bought one yet. The books are $30 a piece. He's going to have about 200 books on hand available for us. During that 6 to 8 o'clock time frame, it's going to be strictly just signing for the books only. If he hangs around for a little bit after that, he may sign other stuff. Okay, but just so everybody's aware, from 6 to 8, it's strictly just the book signing, and that will be it. But he will be there a little bit afterwards, telling his stories like he always does. So if you guys go, make sure you guys buy him a drink though too.
Shit,
so,
bro, that's fucking.
you'd absolutely love that.
Yes, sir.
Piano, number 41 himself will be there in the flesh on that Saturday night.
Hey, I told you, Jeff. I told you there was something happening like that. Shit. Sometimes you just gotta believe. But this is fucking awesome.
I got the phone call today from Terry Russell, the president of the Jersey Shore Booster Club, which actually was founded by Phil Villapiano.
Cabs here.
Phil will be there.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, bro. I'll be like, hey, guys, check that out, man. This New York event is gonna be off the chain at Reds, man. I cannot believe that we're gonna have fucking.
And I got one more thing.
Oh, woo! What else?
So as we broke last week with Israel on the screen with us too, I talked with JT, the president of the New York City chapter. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up. Him and I are going to talk later this week. We've got the 2 tickets that Israel and his chapter donated for a raffle for the Raiders Jets game. We're going to raffle them off ahead of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some sort of an online thing where I'm going to put a flyer out with a QR code for the New York City chapter's Venmo. So all money will go to that, and you'll be buying it. We're going to set the price. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but that should come out probably within the next week or two, and we'll get that out there. So we're going to start doing the pre-sale on those tickets, and we'll pick a date when we're going to do the drawing. So if you haven't gotten your Jets tickets yet, you got a chance to win 2 tickets to the game for the Raiders and the Jets in New York on November 1st, 2026. So keep your eyes out for that. But when it does drop, we'll mention it on here, and any other show that I do, you'll see it mentioned. So just wanted to put that out there that we do have tickets too.
You do?
Well, we were going to have the 2 tickets, yeah. But Israel's got those right now, so.
I got another advance. I just remembered. Here it is right here. I got to start writing these down. Anyway, this is for those of you who will be going to the Big Easy, New Orleans, right? So the Oakland crew, Myra and them, if you don't know them, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but those fools can throw a motherfucking party. I had the pleasure of going with them to Chicago, and let me tell you, we had a boat cruise party, and that was lit. It was awesome. So this year they will be doing this in New Orleans, right? So the Cruise Throwdown in the Bayou, 3rd edition. You do not want to miss out on this, right? It will definitely be having Chris Protect the Shield, Turf, the Ultimate Raider fan, will be there as well, and the Severe Raider, right? They do sell tickets, so you'll definitely be able to find this on my page as well, right? But it says Saturday, September 26th from 7 to 10 p.m. Pat O'Brien's is St. Peter, New Orleans, French Quarter, featuring Oakland's DJ Phil, DeRio, and DJ Cal. All you can eat and drink premium alcohol, right? Be careful now. That's how people lose teeth in New Orleans, so be careful out there.
That's how you lose teeth in New Orleans.
Hey, man, those hurricanes creep up on you, dog. But yeah, so definitely if you're looking for something to do in the Big Easy, then that's one of the spots you can go to. So shout out to Myra and the crew. You could also see this flag on my page. You could see it on Chris Protect the Shield, on Severe's, and on the Ultimate Raider fan. It has the Cash App there right there, Kelvin. So make sure you do hit them up, because I do believe the wristbands sell out after a while. So you don't want to miss out on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of stuff. There were so many games. We hadn't even started the damn season, right? That's crazy. Like, oh
I
man.
got so much going on this season. It's not even funny. I got my hands in 2 games: the Patriots and the Jets. Then I'm going to be out there week 1 home opener, and then I'm going to LA after that. So it's going to be a busy season for me. I've never gone to more than 1 game in a season. Last year I went to 2, and this year I'm going to go to 4, possibly.
Awesome.
Why is there 2 Raiders against the world? Did you guys know that?
Yeah,
Huh?
There's one that says Raw official, and then there's one that just says Raiders against the world.
Yeah, I don't know. He has 2 of them.
Is it? Mike? No, because one is Mob moving the blackouts, and then the other one is.
Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe a fan page. I don't
Maybe
know.
another
Manuel, just to let you know, no, I'm not mad at Max for going to that. I thought it was great. I see no reason why people would get upset. I think it's stupid for people to get upset because we went to that.
Where's it at?
It's not like he's been a UFC fan since day, for as long as he's been a Raider fan that I've known, because I didn't know about him until he got to the Raiders, but he's always talking about MMA stuff, so why not? Who cares?
Of course he did. He's at that age.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember when the UFC started. I remember watching the very first one.
Wow. Really going to age yourself there, buddy, before they had weight classes and there was actually a tournament?
Yep. Right, Bryce Gracie and freaking
Ryan Yarbrough, the big fat black dude, going against the guy that was like Will's size.
You were about to say Leo size, weren't you, motherfucker?
Yeah, he was big and tall than you. Although Will's not super tall either. He's probably more like my height, like about 6 something. Yeah, he broke his hand on the guy's face and he still beat him.
Yeah. But yeah, here's another one. Here's another one. This one's coming up. And you reminded me because you brought up Israel.
Bolsa Chica.
Yeah, but this is Bolsa Chica, right? We got Bolsa Chica coming up. This is the annual beach event that happens down here in SoCal. So this year, Mike, is taking the lead. Raiders against the world, right? Get ready, fam. We'll be there, definitely supporting. It's a 2-day thing, bro. It's July 18 and 19. So July 18, we'll be at the beach. I will be bringing 2 canopies, and I just found out our boy Israel is coming down for this event, so he will be there.
Damn.
Yes, that's Lovelock, right?
Yep.
So shout out to TBH Lovelock. They will be here. They're going to be coming down.
When is this?
This is July 18 and 19. Yeah. So the day of the beach is the 18th. That's the day we all go to the beach and things like that. And then the 19th is the brunch. They're having an actual brunch, and at the brunch, they're going to have Greg Townsend's going to be there. And then he's going to have other super fans. Yeah. So then it's going to be a 2-day event for that weekend. So that's the next one that's coming up down here in SoCal. In July is the Bolsa Chica takeover. Yeah.
Maybe I can go out there for the 19th and stay until the season starts.
Oh, good Lord.
I agree, John. You're absolutely right.
But yeah, make sure you follow Raiders Against the World, also the MOB, the Movement of Blackouts. You can get more information. Each time they've been dropping more and more and more people that are going to be in there and be part of it. But yeah, Greg Townsend's going to be there. Yes, Greg Townsend is an awesome dude, bro.
Nice. Actually, while I'm on the subject of Movement of Black and Raw Nation, Raiders Against the World, Mike is actually planning a Friday night meet and greet in New Jersey. So he's handling the Friday night thing with his organization, and then he's partnered with us with the promotion for Reds too. So, he'll be dropping that soon, I hope. Wow.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else, fellas, you can think of? No.
I don't have the information for the week. Well, I'm looking again right now. Make sure he hasn't. Yeah.
What about you, Alfredo? What's going on in the state of Colorado, man? Y'all just go everywhere else.
It's hot.
Right?
It's hot as the devil's asshole. So.
Hey, bro. We just keep it easy. I mean, like Denver's going to be having a barbecue July the 18th. So they're going to be having a regional get-together up there. I mean, like, and at the end of the day, I'm like, right now, that's about all the events in the Rocky Mountains, man. like we ain't gonna really like do much until home opener. You'll see a lot of things at home opener. I think
That's Denver though. What's going on with WeHo?
So when we go, if you go to Denver, okay, they will have their thing's gonna be at Tawaulipas Mexican restaurant. They actually moved it from 5280 because 5280 got closed down. So they're going to be at a new bar. They're going to be hosting it there. They're going to have a blackout there. We'll have a little meet and greet probably at the whiskey bar like we did last year. You know, smoke some cigars, enjoy some time there right off of Larimer Street. And we'll have some stuff. We're already trying to get some stuff for you guys. So that way, if you guys come in from out of town, I know that some of you guys would like to do some cannabis tours, or, you know, we might line up some
what did you think we are, potheads?
well, hey, there's some of us that do participate, so you know we're gonna try to accommodate for all. Like we got pub crawls like planned up and stuff like that because we do
What's
have
a pub crawl, Will?
well, hey, we do have the most microbreweries per square area out of all the whole nation. So we want to show you guys everything that we do.
You do?
Yep. Colorado is known for wine and beer.
Wine?
Yeah, wine and beer.
The only thing Colorado is known for is the fucking Rocky Mountains.
No.
Marijuana and Coors Light.
But hey, we can also do a tour. Hey, if you want to do a tour, a Coors banquet tour, we could do that too.
I'm good. That's Nate. That's Nathaniel.
Yeah, that's Nate's thing. That's my son too. My son loves the Coors banquet beer.
Yeah,
your son too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, my real son and my adopted son.
Might have freaking if Cheeto comes out here, I'm gonna have him try some Rocky Mountain oysters, you know.
I'm good.
Make sure he gets that delicacy going. Get some bull balls in you.
Really, 805 more than Cali? More than the OC? The OC's like brewery central, bro.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that too. The Red Rocks Amphitheater. Actually, Bill Burr did a concert there.
Yep, it's beautiful.
It's amazing. It's built into the Red Rocks on the side of a mountain.
Yep, it's an amphitheater. It's beautiful, man, and the sounds and the acoustics are amazing.
Hey, Will, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
When we were in New York for the Jets game, what does your itinerary say for the Statue of Liberty? When are you doing that?
Oh, it's either going to be Thursday or Friday. That's what it's looking like.
Now you're going there from the Jersey side?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Count me in on that one. I'll go to that.
Yeah,
we'll go in the city. You can kiss my ass. I ain't going into the city.
No, we're not doing. We're trying to stay everything from the Jersey side. Plus, I mean, like Cheeto said, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be everywhere.
Isn't Harry Potter in the city?
Yep, it's right next to Peter Dillon's bar.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, there's gonna be so many plans, man. I can't wait to go to New York City, freaking kick it with you guys and do all that. I'm like, I can't wait for Jeff to tell me all the stories about home opener and everything that you guys got going on over there. But like, it's gonna be a blast, man. Yeah, I think this year, honestly, like, I've been hopeful. You know, I've been hopeful for a couple seasons to say that I see.
Hopeful at the beginning of this show.
But hold on. I'm saying like this. I'm saying I think that we're gonna go in a positive direction, and by the team just winning a couple more games, I think it's gonna show people that, hey, you know what? It might not be a fast process. It might not be like overnight, like the Commanders, but I think, bro, like I think we're in the right direction, and we're gonna move that way slowly.
You know what? I don't even want it to be like the Commanders because I want it to sustain over time.
Yeah,
like, I want it to be a 1 year wonder. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I wanted to. That's why I wanted to go slowly and trust the process. Because you saw when Kansas City did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
if it shoots up and it stays this way, then I'm good. But right. if it comes up like this year and then comes crashing down in 27, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to see it going like this year after year. Boom, 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 boom.
That's what makes me laugh when people say the Chiefs weren't shit to Mahomes guy. No, they were like this. Right? And then Alex Smith, and then Mahomes got here, and then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it was just that extra thing they needed. That's what it comes to.
And Andy was already building something over there.
I just want to see us not get shut out this year. That would be nice. Like, let's get some points on the damn board. We've got the possibility to have a defense that can keep us in games this year.
Or an offense that can keep us, that can score, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Barack. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I mean, that's it. I don't have nothing else. Mm-hmm. Jeff, I know you got your shows coming up. Will, I don't know if you got another show this week.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I don't sound so happy about it.
Hey, you know what? Hey, right now, man, I'm just blessed to keep going, bro. I'm like, hey, we're gonna do something on Thursday. We're gonna have our Silver and Black Radio podcast. We're actually gonna have 4Dub on. That's the goal. I mean, like they're having new music released. So we'll see what.
Tell people who don't know who 4Dub is. Who 4Dub?
4Dub is a Raider rap group, man. They've been formed up for a while. I'm like consistently Perkins and consider what?
No, nothing.
So 4Dub, they got new music coming out?
Yeah, man, they got some new music coming out, so they're working on putting those music videos together, and hopefully we'll have them for you guys on Thursday. Then I'm going to be doing the Vinny and Will show. We're dropping a new show on Friday. I'll be like, you'll see some new guys from Europe being dropped. I mean, like, just new shows coming out, man, on a weekly basis.
Oh, that's the European football, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that soccer?
No.
Actual football.
Football.
Not
I didn't even know they had the Euro League still.
Yeah, bro, they do. They got a couple Euro leagues. So it's just interesting to bring players over there, players that are playing abroad and getting their experience, you know.
I'll be back on Friday night with the No Huddle, covering all 32 NFL teams. So I will talk a little bit more about the supplemental draft and might mix in some NIL stuff.
Your show's gonna. You start talking about supplemental draft. Your show's gonna turn to one team.
It always does. At least at some point it does. But you know what? I try and stay on point for the first at least 45 minutes where I actually cover all the news within the NFL from Friday to Friday. So I go from noontime this past Friday till noontime of this coming Friday. And then from noontime on, I set up my show, how I'm going to do everything for the night, and I go from there. So news between those two time frames, basically. Cover trades if they come up, free agent pickups, player news, injury news. Who looks absolutely amazing in OTAs and minicamps.
Our number one overall pick is QB3.
Yeah.
You know Drake May was QB3 before he started. He didn't go to 3 to 2 to 1. He didn't go 3-2-1. It went from 1 you're sitting, 3 you're in. 2 was like like I'm still backup. Like, yes, sir, you're still the backup. Like, yeah. But anyway,
there's no Raider connection tomorrow. There's no Raiders coast to coast. Nate's in the middle of a move. Those that don't know, he's moving to Vegas.
Yeah, LV is officially LV Raider, y'all.
Raider, yeah.
He's officially his name.
Yeah, he's officially his name, bro.
So we're not going to do a show together until probably a week or two later. But when we do, it's going to be talking about his whole move and his settling in period in Vegas, what it's like there to actually be there on a consistent basis now. So that'll be fun.
Oh, speaking of Vegas, there is something in Vegas this weekend.
Oh, yeah, the game.
They not like us. They not like us party. So you got a bunch of vendors, a bunch of Raider fans getting together at the Sea Lounge, I believe is what it's called, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, the Battle of Vegas is the following weekend.
I thought it was this weekend.
No, it's the following. That's why I couldn't go, because that's the weekend I'm going to the wedding. That's why I told him I couldn't go. Yeah. Yeah.
So if him and I are not on next Thursday, it'll probably be the one after that, because he'll be covering the Battle of Vegas and his move and everything.
805 on one today, bro. He played like they were both like QB3. You got unhinged 805 today. You got unhinged 805. Mm-hmm. You know what was funny? It's so off topic. But South Korea, they're playing their games in Mexico, right?
Oh, bro, they're partying like mega.
So there has been a lot of camaraderie between Mexico and South Korea, right? Like they're damn near brothers. Every time I see those videos, it reminds me of my time with my boy 805. You know, I was like, I understand y'all. That's me and him, like this, man. When I go down to Vegas, like, yeah.
805 goes hard in the paint, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. God damn it, Leo. Get a real drink.
Get a real drink? Damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy 805. I don't know if they're gonna have their show tomorrow. They should, I think. Right? The War Room? Yeah.
Are they having it tomorrow?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know what fucking cruise Chris has been on. Chris might be gone again. Yeah. I know Severe was on.
Running around the world in 80 days on a boat.
Probably, man. Fucking Chris be loving those. He needs them, bro. He needs to recharge for the season. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to all 3 pages.
Oh, yeah. Will, what do you have for numbers now? I know we talked about it last week. Just real quick.
Let me check.
You should have got a message that told you when you got to
494.
494. 6 away.
6 away.
Yeah, 6
If anybody has not yet gotten over to Silver and Black Radio Podcast, make sure you get over to his channel and hit that sub, hit the notifications, and get in there and give him the thumbs up for tonight's show. We got to get him to 500. He's 6 away. Yeah. Come on.
Give him his Diddy thumbs up.
Yeah. Lather it in baby oil and thumb them up.
Dude, it is some great times down there. I got to show you some of the videos, man. They are having a blast. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, thank y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week. I don't know what we'll be talking about. We'll bring some shit, though.
We'll figure something out.
He said they're good for tomorrow. At least he is.
Oh, there you go. All right. There you go. Mm-hmm. But all right, Joe. Until next time, go ahead. Say it, Jeff.
Stay safe and go Raiders.
Salute.